Esco, welcome to Locked In. You had a show in New York City last night, and you have a show tonight in Connecticut.
Yes, sir.
How did you get the name Eskobano?
I mean, you know, in my neighborhood, the nicknames that you receive came from your personality, man. You know, everything was about being true to who you were. Everything was about being authentic. I mean, having that flavor, that sazon, you know what I'm saying? And I'm from New York City, so it's a lot of adobo and other seasonings going around in that pot. So I was given the name Esco because, you know, not only was I like the best rapper in my neighborhood, but I was in the Nas, you know? Everybody knows that, you know, Nas go by Esco, you know what I'm saying? And this is paying homage to Escobar, Pablo Escobar, you know what I'm saying? World famous drug dealer, cartel, whatever the case may be. But as I grew older, you know, you realize, like, listen, you know, I'm my own person. Like, this is what y'all call me because this is what it's been, but I'm Esco with a K. And it's like, nah, listen, man, it's Eskobano, you know what I'm saying? We put a little extra garnishment on that. And to also keep the big homie where he at in a league of his own. That's the Esco, I mean, with the C. I'm Esco with a K, respectfully.
I love that. And I feel like white boys like myself only know what sazon is because we went to prison.
You know the vibes, yeah.
I know, and Mrs. Dash, all of that.
Let me ask you this, though. Do you put the sazon in your rice before you cook it or after you cook it?
That's what I'm trying to figure out how to do it. So I've done it both ways.
Right.
But what in prison, they get it so perfect. So what is the right way to do it?
I mean, I feel like it's all the elements in prison because I can definitely concur with what you just said. In prison, the rice is made the best. Ain't that some shit?
And it's not real. It's like the dehydrated rice,
It's not even real rice because I feel like it's that extra amount of love.
Yeah.
Where you like, yo, I just taste the toenail in that motherfucker. You put your foot in it, my dude. You know
and they put it in a bag to mix it up better.
Right.
Rice gets mixed up so much better in that plastic bag.
Hell yeah, the heat, the condensation, the flavor. And you know, we got nothing but time in there, right? So we're going to allow it to be the best that it is.
Yeah, I have one of those rice cookers where that's probably why it gets messed up, where it has the water in it, and I put the sazon in, and it never really comes out the right color. And then I've done it after where it comes out the right color, but the flavor's not there.
Right.
But I've learned you got to put butter, you got to put oil, salt, all these different things.
Yeah.
But yeah, I want you to plug your music in at the top of this episode where people could find you at, what kind of music you do, what exactly it is you do.
No doubt, no doubt. Salute to you for that, giving me an opportunity to, you know, put this on your platform, man. At the end of the day, you know, for those that know, I'm Eskobano with a K. You could look me up on all platforms. I'm part of a group, ITE, it's the Essence. I'm part of another group, Perfect Symmetry, me and my man Reggie Lanes. I'm saying I got the Boss Cloth thing going on. That's the movement as well. You know, good stitch, don't itch. You know, where we just really promoting good character. You know what I mean? The cloth we come from, the pedigree, the stock. I mean, Boss Cloth, good stitch, don't itch. Fabulous fabric for the baddies, man. It'll be in a hood near you soon, definitely. But yeah, you know, I've been doing music for a very, very long time, Ian. But I've been, you know, incarcerated throughout my life. So, you know, and whatever I was into at the time, you know, the drugs and just that lifestyle, you know what I mean? Chasing money and you know, that whole get rich or die trying stigma I came up in. You know what I mean? That mindset, rather. So I wasn't really focusing on my God-given talents as I'm doing now, but we'll get to that. So everybody, if you want to hear more on that note, you could go on all platforms, Eskobano with a K, Eskobano 1240 on Instagram, you heard? Well, and like I said, shout my man Reggie Lanes out. You know what I'm saying? Blues Brothers, Stack Everything Entertainment. You're going to hear a lot from us soon. Whoa.
And we'll have all your links in the episode description too. And you found out about the show because of Mr. Butt Ass.
Bro, Mr. Butt Ass, bro.
Dude, there's something about him. Every time I put up a clip, it just blows up. And he doesn't want to go anywhere else.
Right. This shit
people will hit him up and he's like, nah, I'm with you, because he calls me Eon. Yeah. He's like, I'm riding with Eon.
Yeah, yo, shout out to him, man. Listen, man. You know, he know I know. I don't recall the gentleman's name, man. I don't recall his name, but you know, anybody, like I said, once again, that has been in the New York State Department of Corrections is going to be able to relate to him. I mean, to relate to that. You know what I'm saying? And so that's what it was for me. Like, yo, this shit is crazy, man. and not for nothing, when you doing time, anybody that know, you're gonna like, you know, become animated to a certain extent when you're telling stories because this is how we entertain each other in these dire straits. You know what I'm saying? With your crew that you're comfortable with, but anybody that know, you know what I'm saying? You know, the extra sauce or whatever, because I'm sure, you know, just to correlate it to where we are now, sometimes like how we operate can be, I don't want to use the word unbecoming, but they can't really relate. They don't understand, you know, but you know, as I can see with you, you know, you somebody that's learned to self-govern and, you know, glean from structures that we was in, and look what is manifested. And this is encouraging to me because that's the trajectory I believe I'm on, just manifesting what's already mine, man.
Yeah, that's what it's, I feel like manifestation is everything, you know? I'm one of those people that when I have the vision, boom, it's already done.
Word
like
up.
that prison upstairs I just showed you.
Lit.
We did that in 2 weeks.
Crazy. Yeah.
I saw the vision, and, you know, people make fun of it, like when they see skits and stuff, but I think it's going to be something. I really do.
Nah, I know it's going to be something, man.
Yeah.
I know it's going to be something because I believe that it's coming from a right root. You know what I'm saying? And that's something ill that we could talk about too, not for nothing. You know what I'm saying? I like how you said, like, listen, this shit going to be organic. And that's what it's about for me, man. Everything organic. Like, we walk by faith, not by sight. Like, you know, we chilling, and that's what it is for me, man, to burden myself less, not take on unnecessary burdens because I want to dance at a party. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Mama Love told me that shit off the rip. You can't dance at a party, E-hole. You know what I'm saying? Fuck is you doing? Like, you trying to shake your ass at a party, pause, no diddy. You can't do that at a party. Observe. Be slow to speak and swift to listen. No, but if you train a child in the way that they should go, even if they don't listen then, they'll never depart from it. They'll come back to it. So, you know, like I told you, man, that's what it is for me, man, to be able to at least get the information that I've been given out there so that now you could do what you want with it. It's on you, but you can't say nobody gave it to you. Like, you can't cry like you ain't get a fair shot at this. I don't jack that. Like, you know, people that, you know, kind of allow themselves to be under their own oppression because of their circumstance. Like, nah, listen, we all in the same boat, man. I had to learn that, and we learned that up north too. Like, I mean, I respect the nigga that's going in that butt can. I ain't laughing at him no more. I used to, but I ain't gonna laugh at that shit because at the end of the day, if it wasn't for the grace of God, there go I. You know what I'm saying? Like, who the fuck am I? You know what I'm saying? To like, nah, and then you realize how corny that shit is. Like, a nigga that could, you know what I'm saying, control a phone booth is not stronger than the man that could control his spirit, man. At the end of the day, like, and you know what I'm saying? All right, we got the phone. All right, the homies got the phone or whatever the case may be, but respectfully, you don't get on the phone, and for whatever reason you ain't asking niggas to get on the phone, we gonna come to you and ask you if you need to get on the phone. That's king shit. That's boss cloth. Good stitch don't itch, so good stitch don't itch. And, you know, it's like who's gonna stand for what you know to be true? If you don't know, you ain't accountable. But when you know, how do you look yourself in that mirror? Unless you're not cut from that cloth, and that's okay too. But if you know you a leader, it's like, I was leading over here, but once I knew the truth, it's like, it's my obligation to stand in that, each one teach one. So now I'm over here, and I'm telling you, grass is greener, but if you ain't jacking it, I gotta respectfully depart from you because it's more people, and who am I to hold this bed? Like, they used to say that, not to go on a tangent, we gonna get back to it, but they used to say, right, like, yo, if you don't take the bed, like when you know how you come home, you gotta go on parole and shit. And they tell you to go to the, I don't know where you parole to, but you know, if you don't have an address, they'll tell you to go to a shelter, right? Right. But then, you know, most people like, fuck, I look like going to a shelter. I just don't got an address that you know about. I got mad, you know what I'm saying? But then I remember one time they said to me like, yo, don't take up a bed that somebody else may really need. Like, I don't need this fucking bed. That's why I want to leave. I'm going to go to her house or something. This is real shit, and I know the real can relate, and I'm saying this where I was at. But then you realize, like, yo, you know, motherfuckers playing the system and doing all that, but there's really people that, so it go back to being a leader. If you know the truth and you know what you're able to do and could do, it's your obligation. So that's what this shit is about right here, Ian. And once again, shout out to you for allowing me to pull up and
of course,
we get this shit popping, man.
Of course. So where did you grow up? Where are you from?
I'm from Flatbush, yeah, it's lit. I'm from Flatbush, Brooklyn, man. Old Brooklyn, if you know, you know. East 38th Street, Avenue K, man, Kings Highway. Utica. Know what I'm saying? Kings Plaza and all that. They know what's going on. They know the vibes. Now, I say that to say, right, you can see how delighted and joyful I get when I think about that. Because the world was different, bro. In the late 80s and the early 90s. It was different. Like, you could come outside and fuck your gang, or everybody say gang. What are you talking about? The whole block. Other people's parents, like, loved on you, and it was just different, bro. You could feel the unity. Like, it was something that was tangible. Just like you could go in a prison yard and tangibly feel tension and division. Imagine tangibly being able to feel oneness, bro. That shit is crazy. So when niggas be like, yo, boy, what you on? Nigga, I'm on the Jesus juice, and I'm gonna tell you about it. It's lit over here. You know what I'm saying? And so yeah, I stay there. Like, even my host Bop, like, I'm there with it, because this shit to me is weird, but who am I to judge the new age? Niggas always tell me that because I don't want to get blackballed or nothing. I respect the sexy drill, Reggie Lanes. That's my son. I respect the sexy drill. We not gonna shit on niggas on how they get their money. But this is the essence, you know what I'm saying? So it's about what we know to be true and just the foundation. So like Brooklyn, New York to me, man, in the 90s, boy, whoo, you couldn't tell me Jupiter was bigger than my block. Nigga, what are you talking about? You couldn't tell me Jupiter was bigger than my block. Brooklyn, New York in the 90s?
Who did you grow up with?
I grew up with an adopted family. I'm foster kid out, bro. Like, I grew up not knowing who I was or who my family was, bro. That's where all this shit come from. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was adopted, but I ain't know that till I was like 5. Only thing I knew is like, yo, my mom's is mad old. My mom's is mad old. The lady that adopted me was like 50 already. So when you parallel that to, once again, Brooklyn, New York, this the Mecca, this New York City in the 90s. I'm going to school, everybody else's parents is young, logically, practically. My mom's is 50. Now, I don't give a fuck, but I'm a thinker. So I'm like, we pay attention to things like that. Fast forward, I'm 5 years old, and my niece, shout out to Valencia, I'm name dropping, it's all coming to the light. Well, the mother is fire, though. My niece, she like, we arguing, and she like, yo, you not my family no way. Whoa, so I'm like, well, I ain't know what the fuck, I'm 5 years old. But for whatever reason, I go to Mama Love like, fuck she talking about? I'm not your family. What does that mean? Priscilla don't play. Priscilla, New Yorican, this 50-year-old Puerto Rican from Brooklyn, New York. Well, she gonna tell me what it is. All right, nigga, I guess we about to talk about this now. Know what I'm saying? Fire, ain't no men around. And she like, nah, you ain't come out of mommy. You got another mommy that you came out of, but I'm your mommy. Fuck that mean? At 5 years old, what the fuck? What? Mommy, this, what? I don't got no mother, that's all I heard. You heard? I don't got no mother. All right, shit is lit. That's where everything went left, bro. That's where the rebellion came. That's where everything went left, you heard? That's where mad destruction and seemingly, because, it was all a method to the madness that we will talk about. That's fire. But I just rebelled because in reality, you know what I'm saying? At that point, I just wanted to be able to identify with something. And everybody pay attention because there's a lot of people that's where I was at, and that's what this shit is for, you heard? Identity is the root of who we are. So if we identify with things that are negative and have negative connotations around them, we're gonna perceive ourselves in a negative light. That's why we have to be cleansed and healed with truth. That comes in many shapes and forms, and we're gonna get to that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I just thought I was just, I was the rejected one. But what it did for me was like made me really arrogant and big. Like, that's how I feel that voice. Some people cut themselves and do other shit. Because I wrestle with depression, I still do a little bit, but I don't hurt myself in those ways. I do shit that ain't good for me. I smoke weed. And I'm not knocking nobody for that. I know for me, because we don't want Eskobano to come back. We don't want the drug dealer to come back. We don't want certain things that they tell us about in jail. People, places, and things. This is real shit. I got to keep myself governed because I know. So certain things, it's like, this might slow me down. Yeah, it ain't killing me, but remember, we want to shoot for the stars and be at our greatest potential. You know, so, you know, you know, this shit is a party between me and him. I don't see nobody else. And that allows me to shoot for the stars, but also have compassion on myself. So now it's not burdenly. I'm in a movie that everybody could see, bro. It's Liddy in the city. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, back to, like I said, me being in darkness and not knowing this then. I just did things to make me feel, you know, I don't know, acceptable, with my false perception of acceptable. And that went on, you know, until my teens when, you know, I got locked up for the first time when I was 11. You know what I'm saying? Now, mind you, throughout this whole thing, I'm in magnet programs. If you know, you know. Shout out to the New York City educational system in the 90s, PS 119, Shell Bank, and Sheepshead Bay. If you know, you know. Midwood. I was in all the Eagle classes, you heard? I was in all the advanced classes intellectually, you know what I'm saying? Because it was God-given. But I was bad. I was rebelling, as most people. And you know, I was blessed the way they were still able to put me, you know what I'm saying, in structures where I was able to grow. But let's talk about the kids that they put in special ed because of how they act. But they still have the aptitude but because of how they act, they ostracize them. You know what I mean? So it's just crazy, like I said, to be able to see both sides of it. But you know, my first encounter with an institution was at 11, man, and I was in they brought me upstate to wine and skill detention. Yep, and that was like a secure. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, family court, pins petition. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, you ain't listening to your mother? We got something for you. And it's like, all right, but when do I go home now? When you a kid, you with the shit. It's like, what, nigga, fuck with parole, suck my dick, You fighting the authorities, police. I was always fighting police back in the day because they wasn't killing people back then. Right now, don't do that, young man. Don't fight that cop. Be smart. Back then, you know, mad disorderly conduct, resisting arrest. That was a thing back then. You know what I mean? But you think, you know, you could just be bigger than the law and you know, do whatever you want to do. And that was my first encounter with authority that I couldn't undermine. Because I undermined my mother's authority. Things that I'm ashamed of now. But like I said, these things ought to be in the light because I was lost and now I'm found. You know what I'm saying? And I understand there's so many kids that don't know why they're acting the way they do. You know what I mean? And they don't have a voice. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you know, they made me initially craftier. And I'm sure that you could identify with that because I still wasn't jacking the fucking authority. I'm just gonna figure out a way to get around you now. Know what I mean? So we could get into that. Know what I mean? Whereas, you know, these systems, they create a trajectory, bro. And they told me that shit when I was in there. They was like, boy, at 11, you know you going to jail, right? To my mother. He like, yo, you could tell though, but I could tell. You know, you see little motherfuckers, you could tell he going to jail. You don't see people that you could tell the trajectory because of the rebellion. If there's not an intervention, because if you're not listening to your parents, what are we talking about? You definitely not listening to school because the issue isn't with people in particular, it's with authority. Anybody that know, man, PSI report, what are we talking about? What they gonna tell you about yourself? I know on mine, that shit said high disregard for authority. It's about just accepting the truth, bro.
Yeah, I think it's very rare that kids that get locked up that first time are gonna get scared from that. They're doubling down and learning, and it makes them a better gangster in their own mind.
In their own mind.
Yeah.
And then the Bloods pick you up. We could get into that. Talk about work.
So did you have a stepdad in the picture or a dad?
Hell no, I didn't allow that.
It was just her that adopted you?
Yeah, she adopted. Yeah, she adopted me.
No siblings.
Nah. I had some siblings. Yeah, okay. Wow. Yeah, we're gonna get into that. So she adopted Naquan, Nadira, and Daquan. So I was the first to be adopted. Then my brother Naquan got adopted. And we was there together probably till I was probably about 5, 6. And then Nadira and Daquan came. Nadira, she came when she was like 2, and Daquan was like 3. Daquan had cerebral palsy, you know what I'm saying? So he couldn't lift his head up, nothing like that. My mom's, you know, she like just was enduring all that, and it was crazy what I seen this woman do, man. Like the way I grew up was fucking crazy, bro. She adopted all the foster kids because my mother was like a super woman when it came to that. Like, nah, we gonna make sure these kids is good. But I realized, you know, in her past life, like she told me, nigga, I slept in abandoned buildings with my kids. Like, you know, this is the grace that I have on my life to be able to, you know, take on children that don't have anywhere to go. So this is what I'm gonna do. You know, so we all grew up together in a 2-bedroom apartment in Brooklyn, and then she moved us upstate. You know what I'm saying? I told you I got locked up. We moved up here, and, you know, then I rebelled even more because I'm like, how you take me from my habitat? You know what I'm saying? I'm jumping on roofs and shit. I'm riding fucking the back of the bus, you know what I'm saying? If you know, like, what are you doing? You know, Johnny Pumps out here. What the fuck is going on? Where do you got me? This was my mindset. And I mean, and that's what we doing. We merging the two now, upstate, downstate. But at that time, it's like, what's going on? So I'm like, man, fuck everything. I'm outside. I'm not going to school. I'm rebelling. I'm doing whatever I want, man.
Do you think you would have been better off not knowing you were adopted?
That's a good question, Ian.
Or do you think you go down that path regardless?
I think that I have to go down that path regardless because I had to experience comfort in a suffering that I would later be used to comfort others in. That's fire. Word, bro. I know that to be true because I overcame it. I passed from death to life, bro. And it just sounds so crazy because we not used to it being brought like that, the juice, man. We used to all this fucking religious, divisive things, and, you know, they gonna shit on me for this. You know that. You know it's gonna be 1,000,001 things. He's up there talking about Jesus. He's cursing. Listen, man, at the end of the day, what I learned is that our interactions with the rest of humanity is like an improper fraction, right? There's fire, Ian. Tune in. You can associate 2 improper fractions as long as what? The denominator is common. If the denominator is common, it don't matter what the numerator is. I'm saying, and I had to learn that because there's so many people I met later on in life that I'm like, yo, before I would have never fucking spoke to you or associated because I'm looking at your numerator. I'm not allowing me to my peace to keep me still and just see what comes because you never even know. You don't know. And then you miss your blessing and shit like that. So everything I went through worked for the good because I eventually met my biological family. I mean, it's you know, if we sat here and I sat here and really told you my story in my life, bro, we'd be here forever. But, you know, the meat and potato of it is that my childhood was wild because of the rebellion that I got into because of my false sense of identity. That adoption shit fucked me up only because I felt like I didn't know who I didn't belong. But, you know, throughout all of those transitions and me going to the group home the first time and, you know what I'm saying, seeing the things I saw in that group home, like how peer pressure, because this is at 11 now, because it's the same shit, you know that. In prison, it's the same kindergarten shit that's going on, just with bigger people. You know what I mean? But to see, like, what peer pressure does, now we're going to get into some jail shit, what peer pressure does to people and the power of what? Energy, because it's energy. Yo, bro, it ain't the words that scaring a motherfucker, because you can say it mad soft, bro, and that energy be crazy. And they gonna know by your energy, you don't even gotta say nothing sometimes. So I believe that's where it starts as far as the jail shit go. Because remember, jail is just an institution. The shit that happens in jail can happen anywhere if motherfuckers is locked in, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, it happens in school. There's some schools, bro, especially more so now, that's like fucking jail, bro. I'm talking about middle schools. I'm saying where I'm at in Albany right now, you know what I'm saying? Actually, it was in Schenectady. You know, they got a school out there, and don't quote me, I don't remember the name, man, but they got a school out there where it's metal detectors. It's a middle school, bro. And they have like an action team, like a team of fucking adults there on site to break up fights and shit. People bringing in knives and shit. That's jail shit. That kids gotta be in every day, trying to learn and grow, and that's crazy, bro. But you know, everybody not as blessed as us going to jail at an early age, because now I could operate in any situation, bro. I'm gonna be me, and I'm gonna know how to bop. I'm gonna know how to control the room, respectfully and humbly. But these are things that we learn, because if I don't learn it in this structure that they playing for keeps at, I'm not gonna be here no more. See the difference, bro? And we make light of it now because we overcame it, but you and I both know this shit is real in there, bro. But it's not a bad thing if you allow that fire to make you pure gold, gang. You know what I'm saying? And everybody ain't gonna make it, bro. That's what it is, right? But if you made it, you even, you know, kind of got obligation to those that didn't. Like, bro, you gotta hold a baton. You gotta stay sturdy. Don't conform, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, everything that happened, man, that shit happened for a reason. And, you know, I wasn't always the toughest. Let's put that out there too. Fire. I wasn't always the toughest, man. And I feel like at times when I was young, I probably did puff up more, because it was certain situations, bro, in jail where it's like, this even before the blood shit, but it's like, yo, listen, I don't really want to do that shit. You know what I'm saying? But I kind of got to do it. Let me try to figure out a way to do it and get away. And I will always be that person if I got to choose, but I know people that don't think like that. They on go. They don't think about getting away. Like, you know, I got my brothers like that. Like, I'm seeing my other, and it's like, you know, how do we save somebody or point somebody to, you know, something that can save them when they're on a runaway train, a train that don't got no brakes? Because that's how I felt at times in jail, you know, in this gang shit. You know what I'm saying? In this drug dealing shit. You know what I'm saying? And like, that's why I believe that whatever we go through and we glean from in life, you know what I'm saying? We called the accept so that we can gain understanding of it and pass that shit forward. That's it. You know what I'm saying? So you know, the experiences that I had leading up to my rebellion that put me in jail, you know what I'm saying? I accept, you know, I own it, you know what I'm saying? And I know that it worked as a school teacher, so to speak, a structure for me to be able to sit my ass down, man, and one day have all that shit brought to remembrance. Because I don't know about you, but this last bit I was in, or whatever the case may be, I did a lot of thinking. You reflect as you get older. You reflect on things in your life and why things happen. Are you grateful, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And then you put in a position where you gotta accept what you see. I mean, and that's just where I'm at, just accountability and just moving forward, man.
How old were you when you got recruited to the Bloods?
I was 14, 15, and look what's so crazy about that, right? Yo, because my brother is Crip. You know what I'm saying? My little brother is Crip that I told you about, Naquan. Shout out to Naquan. You know what I'm saying? And you know, he don't look nothing like me. Remember, we adopted. So he's real dark-skinned, he's skinny. You know what I'm saying? He don't look nothing like me. And we always had enmity between us. You know what I'm saying? Because as the big brother, I wasn't leading in the way that I should. Remember, I'm like, fuck everything. Like, fuck, like, you ain't my brother, nigga. Like, we came up crazy. We always fighting like crazy. Like, and you know, as it turned out, we got on polar opposite sides. We used to have gang fights, bro. Like, I grew up, like, with mad violence in my house, bro, and destruction. But nobody ever got destroyed. That is crazy. It's never got destroyed, bro. Mad fire. That shit never scorched nothing. Oh shit, we get kicked out of this crib because I'm fucking punching holes in the wall? Oh, she gonna find another crib. And then I'm gonna fucking lose it and punch holes in those walls. We gonna find, yo, bro, this shit was my life for years and this lady ain't give me back. How the fuck you ain't give me back to the system? I'm fucking your shit up. You know I'm saying? But I know now because she saw past what she saw and just endured the process. So, you know, that's during the time where I got with the blood shit or whatever the case may be. And it was just fly shit. It fit my character, you know what I'm saying? They was boisterous, you know what I'm saying? But it was the family shit. It was the camaraderie and the unity that I wasn't able to get in my house because I didn't allow it. You know what I'm saying?
How do you get recruited?
Me per se?
Yeah, you personally.
Yeah. I mean, back then you had to put in work. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I had to put in work. I had to do things against, you know, opposite gang members, you know, fighting and shit. You know what I'm saying? It was young, so I ain't shoot nobody or no crazy shit like that. Like I said, that was so ill. They wouldn't have made me do it. The people that I came up under, and to this day, I know that the ones I was directly under were trying to help me. They got caught wind of how I was like treating my moms at times. What? I had to pay for that. Thank God for that, you know, to at least put that type of fear because I had like an issue with her, you know what I'm saying, in my own mind. You know what I mean? But yeah, I started getting good at knowing how to move per se. You know what I'm saying? And when you know how to move, that separates you from people that don't know how to move, which creates more pride. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of pride got put in me from you know, being in that gang. You know, you got a million people behind you, you know what I'm saying? But it definitely gave me a sense of belonging initially. You know what I'm saying?
And were you taking school seriously at that time or no? Were you down with school?
Yo, bro, I had nah, bro, this the wild shit. I came out the group home. If I'm lying, I'm dying, man. I came out the group home and she put me in Redemption Christian Academy. I was in there with Evander Holyfield daughter. Word up. Whoa, I was in 9th grade. Whoa, I had a 98 average in school, bro. That's what I ended with. They was like, who the fuck? Yo, bro, if I'm lying, I never really studied. I just was able to understand. It's not even a memory thing. Because anybody that know, I don't remember shit, you know what I'm saying? But understanding and wisdom, and I praise God for that. But I use that in so many wrong ways. Like, my after I graduated with the 98 average, instead of staying in the prep school, I wanted to go to public school because that was corny to me. I go to public school, I go back to the group home. You know what I'm saying? Wilding out again, more gang shit, more crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? At this time, I'm older now. Now I'm 15. One more year is jail. But now I'm 15. And that group home was crazy. Northeast Parent and Child Society, if you know, you know. Schenectady, New York, that shit was co-ed, boy. You can only imagine. It was lit in there. So it just made me more of a criminal, you know, more of a womanizer at the time. Real shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I left there and I went home, back to school, and in 10th grade, cocaine came into my life and everything changed, boy. 10th grade, how that shit happen? My brother came up from the city. Or my brother Mookie came up from the city. And he had some crack on him and shit. You know what I'm saying? And me and my mans, like at this time and shit, you know, I only had a small group of people around me, man. I told you, I was upstate New York with some real Brooklyn shit. I ain't want to be around nobody else, which was ignorant with me. Shout out to the 518. Y'all know I fuck with y'all. But I had my crew around me. Calico, Make the Money Flow, shout out to him. My man Nasty Twan, Sean, Phil. Antoine's family at the end of the day, because I didn't really have no family, they took me in. But we would get caught up in the allure of the lifestyle. We just wanted a way in, man. You know what I'm saying? You could, like now looking back at it, like as, you know, watching the movies and seeing shit on the block, just wanted a way in, you know what I'm saying? I could definitely say that I was the outgoing one out of my crew, you know what I'm saying? But I was very, very calculated. And yeah, one day my brother came up from the city, my older brother, Mookie, and he had some work on him and shit. And he like left some in the drawer, some shit, something like that, and I'll never forget. I grabbed it. It was probably like $2 grand, probably like $200 worth of drugs. And me and my man Twine went to downtown Troy and just sold it. And I'll never forget, at this time, like, I'm the nigga rocking N1. Like, I ain't had no Jordans or no phones. Remember, my mother is old. At this time, she's probably 60. She's not buying me shit like that. She's gonna buy me a computer. She's a grandmother. She's a forward thinker. She's doing what she's supposed to do. She's not thinking about buying me jewelry and none of that. But I have everything I need. And we were the family that fed everybody on the block because she made sure she had food and things like that. Yeah, my man Twine was with me. I sold that shit and it was lit because I'm like, what the fuck? I just made $200 in 10 minutes? Nah, this ain't real. I'm like, I just made $200 in 10 minutes? And here I am, like, making this N1 shit look good. Like, you know, I like girls. The fuck? Like, I like girls. Oh, shit. $200, I could go buy a pair of Jordans? Nah. And it was lit. And from that, I just locked in, man. You know what I'm saying? I just locked in. One thing about me, when I fixate on something, I'm really locked in. I'm easily distracted at the same time, but when I fixate on something, I'm locked in, and that's where Escobar came from. I just locked in on how I could do this and not get caught. It wasn't even about how I could just make all this money. It was about how I could not get caught. You know what I'm saying? That's what it was always about for me. And, you know, I was able to juggle selling drugs and going to school. And I did that from 15 to 18. I graduated like 17 I graduated at 18. My last year in high school, I didn't even go to school. I had enough credits because I'm in pre-AP classes, college courses. This shit is nuts. But I'm selling hundreds of grams outside my mother's back door that don't make no sense because, you know, one thing that I knew then was to develop a relationship with people. The people I was dealing with, which wasn't a lot, I developed relationships with them, and it was very intimate. So, like, I would tell them shit like this. We're not glorifying this. This is just for educational purposes. I'd be like, listen, man, you got like 5 people I know you dealing with when you're not dealing with me. And you see how I always take care of you. I'm always the one making sure you good. I don't beat you up. I don't do none of this crazy shit. I'm like, yo, remember that, because you never know who you might have dealing with you. You know, you never know who might give you something that they don't know for a fact is good. And I just would always, and me, I realized that, and I say that even on the spot, I didn't realize what I was doing at the time. I was just being regular, but I was always trying to reason with their humanity, bro. For whatever reason, this shit is just business. It just was a way in for me, and I was good at it. You know, so like I said, from 15 to 18, you know, I shook out, man. And
you were probably in the minority then of people that were in gang life and going to school, because most people I talk to don't finish school or even get into an AP class.
Bro, this shit is crazy. So this is what I'm trying to tell you. It was the grace of God that was on my life. And it gets crazy. It's a lot of, bro, it was just the grace of God that was on my life. I didn't realize it then. But guess what? Look how ill it go. To him who is shown much mercy will show much mercy. Bro, like, it gotta be real. At the end of the day, like, if your love is fake, keep it, right? But when you purpose to do something from the heart, no matter how big or small somebody think it is, there's an energy that come with that. That's what I'm learning. Like, we debase ourselves. We gotta debase ourselves, decrease to where we just, for lack of a better word, operate off energy, because now it gets closer to intent. Now it gets closer to the truth. Now you get closer to knowing who the fuck you around. You know what I'm saying? And I say that respectfully. You know what I'm saying? Because for me to get this understanding, that's crazy. I had to be broken. I had to go through mad shit in life, bro. Still going through the glean to freely give it, though. Praise the Lord. I'm grateful for that, because he ain't have to fucking choose me. I'm grateful for it. But it's like, you know, me and my man Reggie always talk about, it ain't about forcing, because a person couldn't force me. And when you try to force shit with laws, regulations, and all that, you're going to breed that rebellion. But when you just showing love, you know what I'm saying, and you know, patience and understanding, and that's what I had to learn to do to myself, bro, because I could look back and say the same shit. Even though I didn't take advantage of these things. Like, after I was 18, still in the gang, I went to Hudson Valley Correctional Facility. Hudson Valley Community College. Look, shit. I went to jail right after that. But I just got my fucking ID and schedule and never went back. Because in my mind, I'm like, yo, when the police pulled me over, I could just back my fucking ID. I like, yo, I'm a college student. It was a rush, you know what I mean? That was the pride shit, you know? But when you realize like, yo, you ain't slicking in a can of oil, motherfucker, that was the hand of God on your life. It starts to humble you.
Do you think that if your mom your adopted mother saw you were failing in school, she would have, been attentive to make sure you weren't selling drugs or in street life?
See, that's a good question. That's a good question. All right, let me. So let me say for the record that she didn't promote that shit. She didn't promote that. But once again, what the fuck she gonna do with somebody that's outwardly rebelling? She's old. You know what I mean? So after a while, I feel like it was just like, well, listen, I don't agree with this shit, but when you get locked up and you call, I'm gonna come because I'm your mother, even though we be knocking heads. And that's what it was. Like, you know what I mean? After 15, I went to, my first time going to jail was at 16. I kept going, from 11 all the way to fucking 22. I was back and forth for institutions, was out for 4 years, and went back again this last time and came out 2 years ago, and everything has changed. So that has been the thread of my life, bro. Like, a lot of people can't say that neither, bro. Or they look crazy, you know what I'm saying? They don't, and respectfully, they don't look, but this is the grace of God. And we'll get into this. They want to know how I got scratched. We're going to get into that.
Did you ever do the drugs, or are you always just sold?
Hell no, never. This shit is a natural high. I'm Liddy in the city, you heard? I never tried no cocaine. I never, you know what I'm saying? We come from that cloth. What I look like, you know what I'm saying? Getting high on my own supply. And I'm telling you, I'm old Brooklyn. Biggie Smalls told us not to do that. 10 crack commandments, you know what I'm saying? Hell no. And that's not to shit on nobody, because I had so many people that succumb to that, bro. But once again, God is good, bro. None of my, I smoke a lot of weed, you know what I'm saying? But I never succumbed to no vice, man. You know what I mean? And I never caught no sale indictment neither, man. And I say that respectfully. You know what I'm saying? We don't got to knock on wood because it's all in the light. Like, people that know. And I could really say that, bro. Since I was 15 years old, if you know, you know. I never went to jail for no drugs. And I've been living at a level of comfortability and a ghost since I was 15, bro.
Wait, you never
living
went
a double
to prison?
life, not for drugs.
Never, wow.
What?
Wow.
I told you I'm a ghost. No, if I'm like, ask the people that connected us, bro. And I say this respectfully.
No, I'm
just saying it's all in the light. This is good for me too, yo. It's therapy. Yeah, thank you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm a
Butt
therapist.
ass, like my son. Maybe I'll come back.
I'm an unlicensed therapist.
Right. You unlicensed therapist. Good content. We trying to go up, man. But yeah, hell no.
So
never.
When you were at your peak selling,
Right.
do you have to kick up to the Bloods at all, or is it completely separate?
So my gang life outside was a lot different than gang life in prison. So if you know with that. Now, I mean, gang life outside is different from gang life in prison. And once again, gang life when I was actively banging is a lot different from now. So I didn't, that was another thing I was blessed with. I had my own thing going on as far as with my money shit. You know what I mean? Now, as far as me and my big homie and my homies, I did what I needed to do, with them, because, it's different sets and all that. You know how that go, or whatever the case may be. You know what I mean? But as far as like kicking it up, I wouldn't say that I had to kick it up. It was willing. Whatever's needed, there we go. Thank you. It's coming back. A kitty. And I'm not one of them niggas that's gonna be here just airing shit out. That's not my body. But once again, to magnify the goodness in these structures. So like a kitty is something that's put to the side for people in need. This is the blood I came up under. Brotherly love overrides oppression and destruction. That's what I came up under. You know what I'm saying? And that's once again what drew me. You know what I'm saying? Because I felt like I was under a lot of oppression where I was at. And those are one of the things that I loved. Like, we would make sure that our brothers was good. Everybody put something in. When you in jail, you got a kitty. You just put soups in that. Or you put, soaps in it, you know what I mean? But yeah, there was a kitty outside. But as far as like me and my own trajectory, yo, my big homie, like the people I was around and now looking at it, and like shout out to him, right? They wanted me to succeed. That's what I mean by each one teach one. Yo, Scrap, go keep doing what you doing. Why would we taint that? Think about that. That doesn't make sense. Listen, anybody that know, with beef and violence come the feds. We getting money. God is good. You know what I'm saying? Like even then, because why? Because these relationships were in truth. These were my brothers. You know what I'm saying? And as far as where we were, and they still are. Like I tell them now, like, you know what I mean? I'm still repping blood, but now it's the blood of Jesus, and it allows me to love you more. You heard it, because whether y'all kill me or not, this is who I am. It doesn't change. I can't change it. I've been transformed. Come give me a hug, Scrap. Shit is lit though. You look somebody in their eyes, man, and you let them feel that energy, because you not standing in fear, because you in the truth. And that shit is just ill, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, so let's get into the jail shit though.
Yeah, why do you go to jail?
Yeah. So I went to jail for a criminal possession of a weapon in the third. That shit was crazy. Once again on the humble. All this shit was on the humble, bro. I wasn't out there, like I said, shooting nobody. You know what I'm saying? God is good. You know, he even saved me from that. You know what I'm saying? He even saved me from certain situations with that, man. But I'm running around I'm 19 at the time. I'm running around with a .357 rubber grip with armor-piercing bullets, Ruger, and I don't got no fucking beef. It just looked good. Like, it seemed like I should have a gun because I got money and I've got clout. Didn't make no fucking sense now looking back, because I didn't need it. I didn't have, you know what I mean? I didn't have active drama. You know, because everything was structured. That's what I mean. Even the blood shit back then, what are you, enemy where? We won. Like, it was enemy where? It's love. This shit is crazy now, you heard? But, you know, I fucking was moving it one day. I had it put up in Cohoes. I was moving it to Albany, I think, for whatever reason. And I like parked the wrong way in front of a store, bro. Everything happened for a reason. I get out the car. Now, mind you, I got a car full of people in the car. I get out the car. I get out the store, bro. Police is like at the stop sign. I know it's lit though. Like, and this is anybody that know Cohoes in the mid-2000s was very racist. Don't go through there. Like, they gonna jam you. You know, I had a Infinity at the time. You know what I'm saying? Shit was a drug dealer car, as they call it. And yeah, I got in the car. He started following me. We made it to the supermarket. He came out. The gun is in the trunk. You know what I'm saying? He came out and he come to my car door, and I couldn't turn that arrogance down, because at this time, you know, I got lawyers on retainer and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, boy, you can't go in my fucking trunk. I got a license. Remember, I'm thinking that school picture gonna save me. Whoa, bro.
Yeah, college kids don't have guns.
Right, college kids don't have guns. You know, and I wear glasses, you know what I'm saying? I know how to articulate myself, you know what I'm saying? This is my ignorance. This is the pride, son. It's crazy. So, because why the fuck did I get in the car? I should have just ran or something. The fuck did I get in the car? Like, what I think was gonna happen? Because I thought I was gonna be able to beat it. And yeah, he came with his energy, you know what I'm saying? And I matched it. And they pulled us out the car. I don't think he had right to pull us out the car, but they pulled us out the car. He can't go in that fucking trunk. Like, that's my mindset. Like, the trunk is locked. You can't go in there. And he had I didn't even have the key. I feel like they locked me up for like disorderly conduct, arrested me, put me to the side. My man had weed on him. They arrested him. Back then you couldn't have no weed. He had like an ounce of weed. They arrested him. Now that gives them right to search the car. That's all they really wanted was the weed. You remember back then, it's lit. You search the car, but the trunk is still locked. And the fucking tow truck people like came and like they opened it. He found the gun, boom. Fast forward. The gun and the bullets are separate. The gun isn't loaded. I got the bullets in the book bag and the gun like in another place in the trunk. Now that changes the whole game, you heard? But because it wasn't like in my possession, it wasn't in my waist or nothing like that, and it wasn't loaded. But they're going hard over the bullets, bro. Fuck the gun. Why do you have armor-piercing bullets? And this is then. It's not now. But that'd probably be regular now. They don't give a... This is back then in this town, this little-ass town, New York City. You in this little town, what the fuck are you doing? You know what I'm saying? And, yeah. Wow, that's not all that happened. So I always was dirty when I was riding around. But, you know, I would keep the work tucked. Anybody that know, you got to boof it. You know what I'm saying? Boof it before you lose it. You know what I'm saying? If you know, you know. You know what I'm saying? So I keep it boofed or cheeked. You know what I'm saying? And so I brought it back with me to the jail. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't gonna get this because this is regular. I get locked up for a little bullshit, arguing with police, you know what I'm saying? Because I was on that, you know what I mean? And I had to work with me. That's the stupid shit that used to give me a thrill. Like, yo, I just went in there with an ounce of crack and came out with it. Like, dumb shit. So I had it. But when they transferred me from the precinct to the actual jail now, motherfucker like, yo, we gonna search you, like strip search you. Now I got it cheeked. It ain't boofed at the time because I thought I was getting out. I'm like, nah, you wildin'. Like, bro, we get into a scuffle, Albany County. We get into a scuffle. I'm scuffling with like 3-4 police. I wanted to break them one of their jaws, right? But they violated me. So at this point, they know I got something. Yo, these niggas fucking got me to the ground and got that. Pause. Like, whoa, like that shit was crazy. Like, I was tight. But I had to hold it down because they ain't press charges on me for breaking some jaw. Because they violated me. Whoa, they violated me. Like, oh, we see it. It's poking out. It's poking out. Go get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? And yeah. So like, I'm saying not to magnify, because you know how this shit go. Niggas bring drugs. It's lit. Like these traumatic experiences that we have to endure. I just came here to let them see what it really looked like. Not no boo-boo fool shit, because, I mean, this shit might not have the structure, like I said from the beginning, that they used to, but anybody that know, this shit is real. This shit is real. You know what I'm saying? So like, these are the traumatic experiences that we go and laugh about to each other. Once again, like I said in an animated way, like, look, I just told you that. They probably like, what the fuck? Like, yo, them niggas went and got that shit from me. Scrap, word, son. Yeah, nigga bugged out. I broke that nigga's jaw, though, son. He gonna hold it down, so I'm gonna hold it down. Word, that's good, my nigga. You good? You good? Yo, that shit was wild, son. No diddy, B. And we lit. Like, we go on to another day. That shit don't make our head down. We endure and persevere. Bro, that shit builds character. Bro, my character came from prison, Ian. I know that to be true. And because not only was it the structure, but what else do we have in prison? OGs, right? OGs, bro, that's teaching us. And we gonna listen to them motherfuckers. You can't listen to an OG in the street. You can act like you don't want to listen in the street, but you can't go nowhere. You gonna show respect, right or right? Yeah,
but there's two types of OGs. You got the ones that want you to do better, and then there's the ones that want you to get into trouble in prison.
And that's where you got to know that you got to be able to differentiate. And me having that structure early on, and that's what I want to magnify. I want to magnify, and mind you, and we're gonna get into that too. And as you see, look how, praise God, man, because of the respect that I still have, because those are my brothers, and I would never wanna, dishonor the essence of what we were trying to do. I would never want to shit like, okay, because I'm here, Jesus got me. You crazy? This shit is about love. And I know that I experienced true love in certain situations there, where it was from the base of whatever he could do for me, giving me his last. Come on, we know that, bro. Giving me his last and really holding me down. Like, I ain't experienced shit like that outside. You know what I'm saying? And to where it's like, nah, this motherfucker, we've been in this spot together for 2-3 years, and this motherfucker really ain't changed on me. Like, this motherfucker's really like feeding me, or this motherfucker's really like putting me on the phone with my people. Different, bro. Different. But that's when we connect on the same level. So, that helped me from being shown that to know the difference, because How you gonna know a counterfeit bill unless you got the real Benji next to it? Facts. But if you got the real Benji at first, everything else that's not valid, you know it ain't valid. You got the diamond detector. No, that's fugazi. That's garbage. Throw that shit away. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, so those are the things that I want to magnify about that structure, because God works in mysterious ways. And I'll be the first to say that. I know that to be true, because these were all things that kept me to get to this place. I know where I was at. If I didn't have blood at that time, I'd be really, really lost. It was for a season, and we evolve. But I would never shit. I would never shit. Even now, we're gonna segue to that because that's a good segue. So I go through all that shit on my first bid. I'm wilding. You know what I'm saying? Blood shit. I'm in the box 4 times, right? I'm in the box 4 or 5 times, different spots. You know, we cutting shit. We going crazy. It's fun. You know what I'm saying? When I pulled up to the spot, they like, nigga, you gotta take a deal. You gotta eat food to even, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, so you gotta prove yourself. Like you talk about how did you, I mean, it's different in jail. In jail, these niggas don't know you. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's from everywhere. Listen, this is just what it is. Stay in line. You know what I'm saying? And so,
how did you prove yourself?
So I just follow, I really just play my position, you know what I'm saying? But I think what stood out with me is that, like I said, knowing how to move. So you got to know when to hold them and when to fold them, because sometimes you don't know who testing you, man. And this is what I mean with chess, not checkers. What if he's, you know, your superior is throwing something out to you that he know wrong to see if you're going to stand for it. This is what I'm saying about Jedi mind tricks and really being sharp and making sure that sword is Ginsu. Because we already know in jail is the highest manipulation. What do we talk about? This shit is the ill 48, laws of power. You know what I'm saying? Everybody is on that type of time. You know, so I think what made me shine and kept me from people, you know, really, me getting in real drama, bro, because I always was honest. As I sit here and I think about that, because to any real right, that is a better attribute than being the first one to go cut somebody. Come on, he's truthful, because I don't want nobody around me I got to figure out. That don't make no sense. I don't give a fuck how tough, especially if he a live wire. Why do I, no, I want somebody that I got peace around, that I know is, you know what I'm saying? And remember, it's about controlling your spirit. You know what I'm saying? It's time to be lit and know, like, all right, this is cool now, whatever the case may be. But at the same time, we got to be able to come to other people places. And, you know, I was able to do that. But when it was time to get busy, I got busy. How the fuck not? Listen, man. Anybody that know, man. God is good. You gonna know who got busy and who didn't by they fucking face. If you was really in the loop, what are we talking about? You gonna know. And I say that to say this, right? Like, back in the day, if you got a big blast on your face, $150, it was because you did something really bad. Because that's the ultimate form of, like, you know, he could have just fought you. And back then it was so much honor that nobody's sucker punching nobody. Nobody's cutting people. My last bid, motherfuckers, these kids is cutting people in their sleep, bro. Imagine that. These kids, they not little kids, but these kids, this generation is, because there's no remorse. Who gives a fuck? There's no design, there's no rules of engagement. I cut you in your sleep, bro. You crazy? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll drop a fucking small locker on you in your sleep. Like, are you crazy? These are things that's going on, bro. Know what I mean? But back then, it was different. It was like, nah, yo, come on, let's go to the bathroom. Or, yo, go get your gun. Or, you don't got a gun? Here, I got one for you. That's the cloth, bro. And we not promoting violence, but to be able to perceive the thread of honor. That shit go back from being a samurai. Know what I mean? Because me stabbing him in his back is dishonorable to me. How am I gonna come around a bunch of eagles now with that stain that I did some dishonorable shit like that? But that's not going around now, bro. And yeah, some of us might be a little fried from the institution, but also from standing in truth, bro. We outside. You gotta stand in the midst of all this shit. Come on, son, that's not easy, bro, because you know, on the narrow path, few travelers thereon. It's not a lot of people like, yeah, you doing the right thing, son. Keep going. Yeah, you right. So then when you do have people, you honor them. Like I said, so throughout my bids, man, way before the Jesus Juice shit came, I had people that allowed me to be Vincent. That's crazy. Yo, be Vincent, my nigga. You good? Imagine somebody telling you that he's a gangster. Imagine somebody telling you that and this nigga got 3 fucking lockers full of food. This nigga got mad money, got mad jewelry on in the spot. And he just showing you mad love for no reason. Yo, I like how you move, shorty. That shaped my life. I never regret none of that shit. You crazy? And I know that Christ don't want me to. I know he don't want me to because there's hope in it. That happened. Fuck out of here. Can't nobody tell me what happened. That shit happened. That nigga showed me love. That nigga asked about my mother. That nigga, this shit is crazy shit. We locked up. We on the burn. We can't even eat because this dumb nigga just did something to somebody in there instead of doing it on the walkway. Now they done burnt the fucking spot. Yo, son, listen, I got a suit for you, B. You good? Yeah, I'm good, boy. So what does that do? Encourage you to move accordingly. Like, oh, shit, all right. You keep it low. But imagine why. Because somebody did that to him and he passed it down. But it's a secret society. All we ask is trust, man. Know what I mean? So that shit go hand in hand. Like, you know what I mean? With the whole jail stigma of structure and oppression. But bro, I could vouch that pressure was used to be a furnace of affliction that made my goal more pure, bro. I know that to be true because I overcame that shit. I'm about to be 37 years old. That shit ain't washed me. And trust to believe my shit used to be way more uppy than this, but you know I got a herniated disc. Let's put that out there. My son Ian looking good. So we still keep up with these things that we learn there, like health is wealth, motherfucker. Get up and do your push-ups at least.
Yeah, I do my push-ups every morning.
I know you do. I can tell.
I've been rocking those every morning.
But what does it do to your whole fucking body? Don't the shit it release, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. It sturdy you up for the whole day, bro.
It does. I feel like you hit those push-ups in the morning and it's good. It gets a good pump in, you know? So how do you get the scar? Do you get that in prison?
Boom, this the last time. So yeah, let's fast forward to that.
Okay. So what do you go to prison for this last bit that you were in?
Some sucker ducker shit. This is COVID. For fucking, you ever heard of drug court?
Yeah.
You heard of drug court?
Yeah, so you got
this is drug court violation.
So you did get caught with drugs.
No sale indictment. I got caught with an 8-ball of coke. You know what I'm saying?
So you did get caught though.
Yeah, I got caught with drugs, but I didn't get caught selling drugs.
Oh, just with the 8-ball.
Right. Okay. It was on the humble again in my car.
Okay.
That ain't the same. Y'all didn't fucking catch what I was doing. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that money got spent. But anyway, I said it to say this. Because we can't miss this part, how I got to that place, bro. And I'm going to do it quick.
Do you feel like you were too smart for your own good sometimes? Because why were you driving around with that to begin with?
Bro, of course it's you know what I equate that to? Pride.
Yeah, your pride was in the way.
Was it?
I got into trouble because of my pride, man.
It was all pride, bro. If I wasn't prideful, I would have been a fucking square because I had opportunity to go to college and be making a lot of legal money. Right? Why the fuck didn't it ain't like I didn't. I could say that some people really don't have those opportunities, Ian. Mm-hmm. I wasn't one of them, bro. I negated them. I was blind. I liked the lawlessness of what we all probably like as men. And like, I'm doing what the fuck I want to do. And I'm not going to fucking stop until something stopped me. That's prison for a lot of us, bro. And then you see other people's stories. Like, even if you don't tell them, you know, we all paying attention and we be thinking, like, God damn, like, my shit ain't like that. It humbles you, bro.
Yeah.
And then you like, how the fuck am I around them? Like, yo, I'm being real. Like, and I ain't no fucking, you know what I'm saying? I ain't no slouch, but I'm like, yo, these niggas is, yo, all right, let me move. Let me just be million, you know what I'm saying? And then you be like, yo, they real people, though. Life circumstances, bro. That's it. We don't choose them, bro. I do believe that we are, because I heard this and I like the way they put it, like, we're some of our own decisions. And that is true. You know what I mean? We manifest those things with our decisions, but, you know, when I got out of jail, because this is where everything changed for me, and I had to show y'all me naked and unashamed to really glorify what God is able to do. So imagine being somebody that never got burned, bro, but always played in the fire. I never got burned. I always played in the fire. And when I say never got burned, I mean like, yeah, I went through all these things, but it didn't temper me. It didn't temper me. You know what I'm saying? And 2014 is when everything changed. I went to jail for a parole violation. This is still from the 09 shit. So I had 3 violations, bro. I'm a predicate violator. And because parole back then was crazy. We all know it. Parole now is sweet. Parole back then was crazy, bro. That shit was worse than a bid. So I violated 3 times. And on my last one, I was a predicate violator. So the judge told me to my face, because you're a predicate now, you have to get a mandate. Like, you getting a year now. Like, all that 90-day shit is out the window. And 2014, I went to Hudson Correctional Facility. They just opened it. It was an alternative to incarceration. So instead of doing that year, they let me do the 45 days. And that in itself was like peculiar to me. Like, oh, okay, all right, blessing. Definitely was still about to do what I was going to do when I got out. And 2 weeks in that bid, I called home, and my baby mother at the time told me that, my oldest daughter, who was from a previous relationship, I got 2 baby mothers, 4 kids, had cancer, bro. I'm like, yo, yeah, we at the hospital. At the hospital for what? Jemiah, they found a tumor in her kidney. What are you talking about? Yeah, we at the hospital, they taking it out right now. I said, yo, listen, I'll call you back. Click, boom. Now, at this time, I'm getting drugs in the jail, bro. Like, I got status with this gang shit. I'm feeling myself, bro. I got a whole operation outside at the time. Like, this is before the legal weed. We getting the weed coming from Colorado. This is anybody that know. Like, this, we getting the weed in the mail. Like, all of it could come to the light. God is good. We don't glory in it, though. Shit is lit, right? So this is what I'm going home to. Like, it don't change. This is what it is. And that happens. I didn't want to hear that shit because of what it conjured up in me. What rose up in me was opposing my pride. But I was so stuck in pride that that's my daughter. And I'm like, click, talk about the devil having a hold on you. I remember getting off the phone. Hudson Correctional Facility at the time, anybody that know, they tore it down or whatever. They had rooms, bro. It wasn't cells. I had a key to the room, bro. Shit was bugged out. 5-man room. I was in like a 2-man room, though. I go to the room. As I'm walking that Green Mile, it seemed like to go to the room, I felt the lump in my throat, bro. You know that lump when you want to cry, but then you just swallow the lump. Bro, I swallowed the lump, and I just felt crazy. I rushed to my room because I'm like, yo, I can't cry in front of the homies. Weird shit. Like, why I couldn't cry? I got in that room, bro, and I just felt, now I know it was the presence of God. Just heavy on me like, yo, it's okay. That's your daughter. Let it out. Bro, I just started crying, let everything out. That shit was way more than my daughter shit. I let everything out. I ain't bro. I ain't hugged my mom in years. Like, it was no emotional attachment, bro. It was bugged out. And I let it all out. And when I let it all out, I remember saying, God, because he was always there, you know what I'm saying? He was always there. I always had a little relationship with him. I just wasn't surrendering. I just didn't tell nobody. But I'm like, yo, listen, save my daughter, right? And I'm going to leave this drug shit alone and this blood shit alone. Save my daughter. And that was to the extent of my revelation to him. So I got filled with faith after that. I get on the phone. I'm like, yo, she going to be good. They're like, yo, you all right? I'm like, yeah, she going to be good. Watch this. Boom. But right from there, I just kept on with my life. Like, I still was smoking weed in the jail, but now I was feeling weird about it. And then, like, a couple days in, if I'm lying, I'm flying, bro. The guard like, yo, it's 12 o'clock. The guard like, yo, come to the bubble. The bubble. What the fuck am I coming to the bubble for? I'm talking about it's 1 o'clock. If these niggas see me coming to the bubble, that's not a good look. But something told me go to the bubble. And this 45-day program, I'm trying to get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to get no ticket. Go to the bubble. I thought he was gonna whoop me out though. You know, the fuck, you gonna beat me up. He like, if I'm lying, I'm dying, bro. He like, yo, listen. I don't know what you was praying about, but I was just praying. It's like 12 o'clock. So you know the police at that time is overnight. That nigga about to go to sleep. He was like, yo, I was just praying and God told me to call you out here and read the Bible with you. I'm like, what? But I'm not who I am now. Now it's Liddy in the city. But I'm like, I'm still, I ain't telling nobody about no fuck. What the fuck? Like, people gonna think I'm crazy. And I still don't even believe like that.
Yeah.
So I'm like, but I knew enough. Like, just hear what you gotta say. This is some crazy shit. Fuck it, it's good content. If not nothing else, it's good content. I don't remember the scriptures or whatever, but I remember I went to my cell like, oh shit. I'm like, yo, the fuck was that? And then, like a week later, I'll never forget, bro. I'm like, oh shit, I'm really about to go home. I'm like, but I made that pact with God. Like, what am I gonna do for money? Like, I ain't gonna hold you. I'm like, it was easier to let the blood shit go than the money shit. Hey, I'm gonna keep it funky. I'm like, God, what am I gonna do? Like, I don't want you to kill my daughter. What am I gonna do about money? Look how good God is, because I wasn't strong enough to deny that shit. Yo, a week later, they like, yo, you gotta visit. Or come down, it's my baby mom's. Yo, my plug was in California, bro. It's my baby mom's and my plug, bro. You can't make this shit up. Remember, nobody knows what I'm praying about. I just prayed and asked God to help me, like, what the fuck am I gonna do about this money situation? Because I'm gonna go back selling drugs. I don't know what, I'm not gonna be broke. What the fuck? I'm not gonna be here with nothing. Yo, the plug came. I'm like, yo, it's good, boy. I'm like, yo, everything good. He like, yo, check it out. It's over. Huh? He like, yeah, it's over, bro. I'm like, what you talking about? He like, yo, I went to church on Sunday. And like, it was a prophet, a pastor, some guy there that was like, yo, come up to the altar and, yo, bro, he just was telling me shit about myself. He said, yo, I'm done. He said, God is real, I'm done. I said, all right, I'm big Brooklyn, bro. I'm like, I'm not showing nobody, bro. That shit fucked me up, bro. I'm like, what the fuck? That's 2. Now remember, 3 in a row make the rooster crow. 3 in a row make the rooster crow. So I go home, boom. Now, son is in California. I'm like, all right, fuck it. I ain't fucking with him, I guess. I got a local plug that's in New York. He around the corner. I'm like, yo, I'm home. He like, come around the corner. I go around the corner. I blow some phone up for a half hour. He don't come downstairs. It was 5 minutes ago. Now I'm scared to death, bro. 3 in a row make the rooster crow. I said, oh, shit. God is real. This is fucking crazy. Because what God will do is, he'll bear witness to himself. So as it's going on, he's bringing shit to my remembrance. Like, I told you that, right? Or you remember asking me to help you? Crazy shit, bro. Because he's not going to force nothing. God is love. A gentleman is never going to force himself on you. The Spirit of God, which is holy, is never going to force himself on you, but he'll show you and then tenderly encourage you like a parent to the truth. And so I'm like, I can't deny that. All right, boom. So now I just lock in, bro. Now at this time, like I said, I got a baby moms, you heard? Shout out to my baby moms, Reggie. Shout out to my baby moms. Word. Shout out to both of them. 18 and Cassandra, man. Shout out to y'all and all that you do for the kids, man. But her parents is church people. You heard? That's crazy. I called them that, but everybody could relate to that. Now, I mean, they in the church, man. They older, they in the church, man. I come out, I'm like, yo, 18. God is real. This was going on. Listen, we got to get married. I'm like, and this is literally like, you know, I'm on the come home, so, you know, I'm trying to get my shaboing going. You know what I'm talking about? And I'm trying to get the shaboing boinging. And I'm like, oh shit, nah, I'm bugging. Now we're gonna get back to that. Now remember what I said. I didn't hear God say that. Remember that. I thought I was bugging because at that point, all I know is what people tell me about God. Keep it there, right? So I'm like, oh shit. I just remember, I'm telling God, if I do right, you're not gonna kill my daughter. Remember, this is the relationship, this is the perception I gotta have then, right? So I'm trying to do everything right. So now, yo, bro, if I'm lying, I'm dying, right? I tell her we can't have no sex. Shit get lit, bro. I tell her we can't have no sex. And then she like, yo, like, remember, I was a bad boyfriend, bro. I was the one that she was chasing pregnant in clubs and she, women like that, It's not cool, but I feel like, she accepted that more because it made more sense than who the fuck is this? That don't make no sense. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, we went to her dad, and I'm like, yo, this is what's going on. God came to me, and I'm trying to surrender my life, and they like, all right, get married. So that was wild, bro. We was like 23, 24. But in the midst of this, my heart is being wooed to do my own seeking. So yeah, I'm doing the motions of going to church with the family, and then we eventually got married, little celebration, and now, because we had a daughter, and I'm in church 3 times out the week. Now let's get to the blood stuff, right? I ain't tell nobody yet because I'm weak, mad weak. Like, I just don't come around. But then one day God was like, trust me, like, go holler at them. I'll never forget. I went to my son Gully, and I'm like, yo, bro, because this wasn't done in prison. You know what I'm saying? This was done, outside. Remember that. So then I go to Gully, and I tell him, like, yo, bro, son, mad scared, though. Like, not he was going to do nothing, but just the fear of rejection. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, yo, bro, I met Jesus, bro. Like, and I thought he was like, yo, bro, you want to know what's crazy? I grew up with somebody and he did the same shit. And he got a church now. And we laughing and shit. And I'm just like, he like, yo, bro, I love you, bro. Like, just be real. That's what I'm saying. That's what I've always been around. That common denominator, authenticity. Like, just be real. If whoever you are, be real. I'm going to respect that. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? And so, yeah, bro, for 4 years, I locked in with God. But it was through the structure of the church that, I thought that I was supposed to be in because that's what my wife at the time was in. I say that to say, man, that in those within that element, newfound element, I started to learn things not only about myself, but about human nature. And this is what set me free. Nothing is new under the sun. All things that was, will be, and all things that, nothing new under the sun. All things that was, will be, and all things that, how does that shit go? We'll come back to that. Whoa, that's crazy. That don't usually happen. But I learned like the same shit that goes on with human nature-wise 1,000 years ago is going on now, bro. That's why we're able to see those similarities with the kindergarten shit where there's the in crowd and those divisive things. That's just what I had to learn. And no matter how much I tried to fit in with this, for lack of a better word, new gang that I put myself in, and I'm telling you my perception of it, right? There wasn't a common denominator. And then one day, man, no matter how, because I changed my whole life, bro. I got a job. So many miraculous things happened. I got a job working for the state. Crazy things that I wouldn't expect. I was a very, very, very faithful husband. I was, doing the Mr. Mom thing. I ain't go out. I did everything that I believed I could in my power to, be what I thought was righteous. And in the end, bro, it all fell. And that's how I went back to jail, because my marriage dissipated. Now, I could sit here and point fingers because I was at that place. But after, this is 8-9 years ago. But after, reflecting, we realized that you reap what you sow. You get a harvest of the things that you planted. So, you know, in me devoting myself to the church, I neglected my husbandly duties to my wife because I wasn't bringing her. I'm thinking like, we can't do none of that. And we mad young at the time. So long story short, you know, life, we split. And, you know, that shit was crazy because, you know, we ultimately tried not to, even though after prayer was like, yo, you know, you need to allow me to show you something different. The fucking roof for the neighbor fell and we had to get out the crib, and she went one way, I went another way. That led to what brought me to this bid. You know, around that time, I had got a Facebook message talking about, yo, I think you my brother. So now in the midst of all this spiritual shit that's going on, I just found Christ. Now my fucking biological family, who I didn't meet until I was like 26, just pops up. My mother looked just like me. Shout out to Tiffany, shout out to the Ashleys, all that good stuff. You know what I'm saying? And we just fall right in line. Like it never happened. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, all that was implemented strategically because my mother, and I'm sure that I could say this, remember I got two mothers, shout out to Priscilla, shout out to Tiffany, but my mother wasn't in a place to do what she felt was due me. And I had to learn that what I thought was a curse was really a blessing. She could have fucking aborted me. She's mad young with fucking kids. She didn't abort me, and then here go this, she's mad young, but here go this old lady coming to fucking pick me up. That's a blessing, bro. And I'm here. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, once my marriage fucking went left, I got back into another identity crisis because I thought that my circumstance defined my identity. I didn't meet Jesus yet. I was going off of what was shown to me religiously, but what made sense logically. 1 + 1 = 2. 1 + 1 = 2. 1 + 1 = 2. God done show me, Ian, he can make 1 + 1 = whatever he want. What are you talking about? Put the seatbelt on and enjoy the ride. Be free, walk on the water. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, bro, I had to go back to a place where the rebellion started. Remember, I told you it was identity, and I told you to pay attention to that because when my daughter got that cancer, who God healed in 6 fucking months, she lost all her hair at 6, all type of crazy shit. I take her to Chuck E. Cheese. What she say? She like, yo, daddy, I don't want to put the wig on. I'm start crying. She don't want the wig. And then now she's beautiful, bro. 17, got her own job, hair down her asses, Liddy in the city. She got 1 kidney, though. But look, we went on all the Make-A-Wish vacations for free. And I'm like, you better always honor this shit. You know the type of... It's kids on there that died. It's kids, you know what I'm saying? You overcame all this. Don't never forget that. Because she's beautiful, bro. My daughter is, you know, half Spanish, beautiful. And I try to get her to, you know, pay attention to these things, man, because it'll always come back. Like how I'm able to finally tell my story, bro, for the first time through and through, but see organically how even in front of you on the spot, it's weaving in. And I'm like, wow, that's crazy. That's crazy. And it's a blessing to me because it continually encourages hope. Keep going. You can't let nobody define you by where you are today. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that last bid, bro, that was because I went from the churched out motherfucker to now I'm depressed again. How do I get out of this depression? I'm not gonna go and sniff no dope, or I ain't gonna cut myself. I'm gonna go womanize. Oh, she don't want me? Watch this shit. That's what happened, bro. But it brought me to a dark place because then you start forgetting who you are. Forgetting like, oh shit, I'm the righteousness of God through Christ. Oh shit. It's by grace we are saved through faith. Because if it was of ourselves, we would get credit to boast about it. Nah, son. That's what sets me free. And I realized like me boasting in my weaknesses and always making that apparent because the light is gonna shine, bro. But if I always make that apparent, then God gets the glory, bro. Because he didn't tell me to come in here and not be me. Some people may think it's arrogant. That's my personality, bro. And I'm mad grateful, like I'm beaten down every day. But I get it because how do you get the lemonade? You squeeze that lemon. I understand now, bro. Because what the fuck does it matter if you overcoming it every day? What are we talking about? That's the litty shit. Like, oh, shit. That's how you get gains, bro. You put more on the bar, bro. I like burpees, yo. You like burpees?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, let's talk about that. The burpee shit. You know what I'm saying? Full body workout. But at first, what? You see, you know, because everybody trains people in the burpee. You don't just start doing burpees. You get on somebody's burpee team.
Yeah.
And you're always the motherfucker on the floor at first because you have to break the mold, bro. You know, we know. But then it's so amazing because, bro, once you break that threshold, now motherfucker, bro, I was doing 300 burpees a clip in my heyday, bro. And I probably could have did more because you like, what the fuck? I'm not tired. Because you've conditioned your body, bro, to do things that you don't think you could do. Because it's that ceiling of what? Seeming death. It's the same spiritually, bro, like, yeah, I could reveal this much, but what if I reveal that? Or what if I would? Bro, it's a gift to the world, bro. Everybody's brokenness, bro, because if we get back to that, now the denominator is common. We tear down this fucking hierarchy that the powers that be, that we are not fucking a part of, man, because there's already a separation in that. Try to implement for us to having our own little ass lives. That don't make no fucking sense, bro. Let them deal with that shit with all that money account, all that crazy shit they got going on. We gonna implement that at the bottom? We all at the bottom. That's fucking crazy, but it's human nature because, yeah, but I want to feel good at the bottom. But I had to realize what Jesus say, man. He said, listen, man, the greatest one in the room gonna make himself the least. That's fire. Yo, come here, son. Let me tie your sneaker, boy. What you talking about? Yo, come here, man. Like, yo, you bugged out, son. Nah, son, Jesus juice. Choose life. Why would you choose death? It's Liddy in the city, man. And we realized that our experiences in life, Ian, or what I've realized, man, are used to shape us into the bait that we use to fish for people, bro. Because it's all about who we touch with. I can only give you what I got. You know what I'm saying? And what I got comes from what I've been through. It don't go no other way. And we all have a trajectory that is supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? So this bid that I did this time, I went in there knowing that. But look how it get crazy, Ian. Because remember, I laid the blood shit. So now I ain't no blood. I'm not, right? Yeah. God is good, man. But when I go back up north, which I don't understand how the fuck this shit happened, I'm like, how the fuck? Because this during COVID. So the reason why I went to jail was because during COVID, I thought I was slicking in a motherfucking fox again. I'm like, oh shit, it's COVID, ain't no fucking courts. They shut everything down. I was outside for that. I could smoke. Sucker ducker shit. That's what they locked me up for. It led to the shit. Smoke, I get jammed. And I get jammed up. Yeah, that's interesting. That's good content. So drug court, yeah, and I'm putting it on blast. I could put it on blast. That's crazy. I could put it on blast. Drug court, New York, Troy, New York, right? The person they had doing the drug test, bro, was gang. He wasn't from here though. He just was like up here. He was like our age, bro. And for 4 months, the guys is telling me like, nigga, you could smoke, boy. He gonna pass you. I'm like, I ain't fucking with that. But then one day, I'm just like, yo, let me see what's... No, it was during the COVID shit or whatever. And he let it rock. So then we had an understanding. And then one day he wasn't there no more. He got jammed up, but I still was dirty. So now I'm like, oh shit, what I'm gonna do? So now you know how we do, bro. Like anybody that know. That's the other part of parole, man. Other part of parole. Just keep up, man. Catch up, mustard. We everywhere with it. But if you looking with your eyes open, it's gonna make sense. We on parole back in the day, wanting to smoke weed because of rebellion, and what you gotta do, Ian, you gotta be on your water game. You gotta drink a lot of fucking water. But what comes from a lot of water, Ian? A lot of urine. Right? You fucking pissing everywhere. And then they teach you this, right? They like, yo, listen, this is how bugged out it is. Yo, listen, you gotta get 3 pisses out. Listen, anybody that know, you know this is official. So if I'm telling the truth about this, I'm telling the truth about everything. Pay attention. You got to get 3 pisses out, man. And then if you really want to get litty in this city, you're going to taste it to make sure it's Aquafina. If you a real gangster. What are you talking about? If you a real gangster, nigga, we with all the shits. Literally. Oh, you got to bring that back? Yo, fuck it, I'll go get it, son. Yo, my son be catching this shit. My son is ill. Like, what you mean he ill? He be catching no Diddy. You know what that mean? That mean he going to go to the floor and he going to catch it. Yeah, I mean, we going to bring the, I mean, we going to connect the dots. He going to go get that, come back with that. So we could split that. But what does he have to do to go get it? He has to fucking shit it out. And he has to go in the toilet and separate it from his shit and bring it to the sink and wash it and break it down. Oh, this for this homie, this for this homie. And we all, this is the camaraderie. What we want, yeah, listen, what son, this gonna pop, son. Because if you know, you know. And this is the ground. This is the good soil that can build good character, bro. In the midst of wrong. I'm telling you, it's so big. God is good, bro. Because it's about the root, the nutrients. We all in different places, bro. Let God be the judge. But understanding that, like, you know, like loyalty and, you know, follow instructions. I align it to the Marines, bro. Jail to me, what I learned in gangs and in jails is what the Marines learn in the Marines. I know that to be true. The same shit. I know that to be true. And it's the same, like, intensity. Oh, crap, what? The workout shit? Me and my workout squad up north go against any Marine. You crazy? We heavy on the HIIT training. What we talking about? High interval training, CrossFit, shit like that. Y'all still trying to get big. We over here lean and mean, you heard? So it's amazing when God opens your eyes to do what? Break the wall down, Ian. Because who would be able to fathom that a highly decorated Marine would be able to associate with a highly decorated gang member in jail? You know they could, if they allowed themselves to, because you representing the same principles. I guarantee y'all both let each other talk. I guarantee y'all both deal with each other with the same respect, bro. I guarantee. I've been around them, bro. I'm one of them. Same shit that you won't be able to do with who? A civilian, because they don't know, bro. But imagine that. And that's why I have to keep myself free to continue to bring the message how I'm bringing it. It ain't for everybody. No, it's for Locked In with Ian fucking Bick. And everybody that's watching. Because it's real, bro. I mean, so yeah, with the shits, you know what I'm saying? With the scratch, because you know, niggas try to blast me. But God was there, man. Whoa, this shit is fire, bro. So, boom. I'm in the county first and foremost. I cut my fucking ankle bracelet off. I'm like, fuck it, they gonna put me in shock. I was out for a year and a half getting money. Shit is lit. Got to situated myself with my kids, you know, was able to go in with money. You know, I like to be comfortable. That was my mindset. This is what I was used to. I mean, bougie blood. Nah, let me stop. But I like to be comfortable. And, you know, that was always how I hustled. Like, you know, we put stuff to the side and make sure that you got enough for a rainy day and a motherfucking lawyer if you need. And then you need money for commissary. You better have that bail. That's what we doing before we buying all this designer stupid shit. Because I'm not going to have to call nobody like, yo, send that bread. And for anybody that's bidding, listen, and I'm not promoting breaking the law, but use your fucking head, man. You out there selling drugs, put some money to the side, man. So that when you go somewhere, you can send money home, man. I'm saying that's honorable. Once again, we're not promoting this. Choose life, or would you choose death, you heard? But use your head. At least get into that, because I wasn't always choosing life per se, but I was trying to make fucking sense. Like, I wasn't gonna be a follower. And that's what I teach my kids, gang. Like, if you don't do what you know to be real or right, you a fucking follower. That's what helped me, because I couldn't understand everything else. Like, do right because it's right. No, I was not doing right because it's right. No. I wasn't there yet. I was doing right, at least what I thought was right in the situation, because I ain't no fucking follower. That's still a pride shit, but look how God used it. You niggas gonna have to kill me. You crazy? I'm not, you fucking crazy. Like, nah, this is the stigma, the big Brooklyn. This is the shit that got me through. But now that I'm on the other end of it, I'm like, whoa, this is amazing. Like, God is real. And not only is he real, but he's love. And Jesus really came and died for our sins. And we set free. And this is fucking crazy. We forgiven. Now we can forgive other people. This is fucking crazy. And it's like, you know, you never know who you will be or who you even are in the midst of the situation because where you are. So when I go back to the jail, and look how I segue, this shit is crazy. So I'm in downstate correctional facility now, reception. I mean, I'm in prison now. I'm out the jail. I'm in DOCs. Department of Corrections. You got to go to downstate first to process you to go to your actual facility. But this is still a fucking maximum prison. You know what I'm saying, bro, this is my last bid is 2009. 2014 is my last parole violation, but my last bid was 2009 to like 11, 12. Long story short, I ain't been to jail, bro, in almost 10 years. I have not been actively gangbanging in almost 10 years. I've been in the church, bro. All that shit from leading it was like a blur. So I'm still evolving because it needed. Remember, I had to go back to the beginning because that which came from all that religious shit and taking on other people's traditions and customs was not who I was created to be. It was for me to see that, to see what he called me free from, and the shit was ill. But, I'm in downstate, and you got porters and shit. It was the Billy. The porter came to my cell, and he like had some gas. I knew niggas just from being around or whatever, but I'm still being low. I'm not trying to open up my, open up myself for nobody and shit. And then he just was like, yeah, it was popping, like. And then just naturally, I'm like, yeah, it was popping. Oh, it was popping, scrap. And then naturally, I just, what the fuck? How'd I just, I went to my cell like, God, how I just have, but listen, technically, I didn't disengage in prison. Remember, Ian, I did that at home. But God kept it to where, you understand? Like, God covered it to where what I feared didn't happen. Cause I'm heavily involved, like, you know what I'm saying? And I definitely told the homies out there, but it's like, I didn't do that the right way, bro. But I did do it the right way, you know what I'm saying? And when I went back, it just was crazy how naturally that shit was crazy. And I'm like, I can't turn back. The fuck? This is prison. The homie here. Now I gotta be crazy. So now I'm like, yo, because it's a lot of shit that happened. Bro, you talk about, bro, Ian, I went to prison again with a head full of Narcotics Anonymous. I went to prison with a new heart, bro. If I'm lying, I'm dying. Now, I ain't never been nothing fraud about me, bro, but I was forced to completely let go. Because remember, the religious shit in me is saying that, how am I a blood, but I'm a Christian? How am I a blood, but I'm a follower of Christ? How? That can't be. But I know I believe. And I don't know. And because I believe, I'm like, how is this happening? But I can't understand it. So he killed that part of trying to understand. Because now I know I could fly. I know what just happened in prison for 2 years. So now it's lit. Now these niggas is giving me shit. Because now I ain't the 21, 22-year-old blood. Nigga, I'm fucking 31, 32. My sweat, nigga, is lit. Like, respect, honor. And then I'm talking. I'm David, what the fuck? Now I'm saying is, they see the energy, everything here, boom, boom, boom. Now, mind you, I thought and was hoping that I was gonna go to shock because it's a drug court violation, bro. Bro, she put crazy shit in the PSI because I cut my bracelet off. So it's like, yo, he a menace to society, flight risk, all that dumb shit. So early release was out the window. I didn't prepare for that. My family didn't prepare for that. My kids who I raised, bro. Remember, I was a great fuck. And shout out to Vinny and Jemiah, Judah and Winter. Vinny and Jemiah, my two oldest, from my first relationship, our relationship is strained, has been strained. We working on it because of just prison, bro. Winter and Judah, Vinny and Jemiah, 17 and 16. Winter and Judah is 11 and 9. And I was there up until like 6 or 7. And you know, when I left, that was so hard for them because I'm already not in the house. Blended families, all that shit they had to go through, God kept us through. But I'm like, yo, daddy be right out. You know, shock. If I don't get shocked, I'm getting work release. Like, how? I ain't been in jail in 10 years. Look, I'm churched out. Look, yo, bro, I had mad community people. Bro, I got mad segments preaching. Like, this shit is real. The juice been going on. But we couldn't understand that because this don't make no sense. And I just knew I had to come out. Oh, if I'm not really gonna do a bid. Like, oh, this was just to show that God's gonna deliver me again. That's what I'm thinking. Nah, son, them niggas dubbed all that shit. And you know when you waiting for the paper, you waiting mad long for the headquarters to give you your determination. So you don't know. You in that. That's what I'm saying. They don't understand the traumatic shit that really builds us though, bro. Look at the people in jail. Look how we were. And, you know, so now I'm back on my blood shit. But it's so different now because I'm still me. I never changed, so look how it get crazy, bro. God is using me to like just show love. I ain't even saying nothing about Jesus yet. It's just magnifying that, like highlighting when a nigga show honor, I'll be like, yeah, gang, that was honorable. In language they could understand. That's wisdom. That was honorable. I don't even know what's going on at the time. I'm just there because I don't know what to do. I don't want to cut nobody, bro. I don't have it in me. I know Jesus. I don't want to hurt nobody. But I don't want to get cut, and I know these niggas will blow my fucking top off. Like that. Imagine living like that for 2 years, bro. But look how I get crazy. This is Liddy in the city. This is why Chris wanted me to come up here, bro. So, my first spot, Franklin. I get to Franklin. I'm in there for a week, bro. And the Bloods is at war with the Patrias. You know the Patrias? Mm-mm. That's the Dominican gang. Whoa, the Trinidadios. And I come to the spot. Now, mind you, my whole intent being there is to pass through, bro. I don't want no smoke. This is a different bit. I'm a different person. We can feel the peace in the room. God is great. I don't want no smoke. And what kept me was the same peace that we feel right there because I couldn't deny. I'm like, but I know, yo, Nutso, we good, Nutso? Like, this shit, because we also feel the tension, but I'm like, yo, the piece is over. All right, boom. Just go with the flow. Yo, I got there, bro, the first 2 days there, bro. One of the ops, I could say it like that because we don't incriminate nobody. One of the ops came in, you know, we're in the day room. We're in the dorm area. This is in the day room. You know, we're still putting our stuff together. Like my shit ain't, you know, when you come in a spot, you don't unpack right away. You don't know if you're gonna be there. You know what I'm saying? So my shit is still there. I'm starting to put my stuff away. And then, you know, I just see like the police rushing, you know what I'm saying? The squad rushing. Come out, bro. The homie is on the floor. Son was like a big homie, came through, just did him filthy, like, probably like 30 cuts, bro. Stabbed him up. The shit was nasty right there on the floor, like. So we come out there, the homie there, shit nasty. I already know, like, here we go, man. I mean, but I'm tight too, though, like, you know what I'm saying? But the way my heart is, it's like, I'm like kind of in conflict because I'm like, yo, you know, how can I make peace of this? That's always been that was my mindset, but I'm like, nigga, chill, like. Long story short, you know, we got to go to the yard. You know, you got to report. Like, what the fuck just happened? We in that yard, boy. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm new to the spot, so I'm very observant. Like, a lot of people are different. A lot of people, and I was like that when I was young. Pride again. Like, I'm gonna let your nuts drag in. You dumb? That's how the target come on you. What the fuck are you talking about? I'm trying to be low. You know what I'm saying? Pass through. And it just basically came down to, you know, well, the homies there was a homie that was right next to him and watched it. But he was one of the homies that came in with me, new again. But at the end of the day, he wasn't supposed to watch that. I mean, what the fuck are you doing? Like, he wasn't supposed to watch that. You know what I'm saying? You know, to push the button on him. Yo, bro, and they didn't like assign me. I don't know if I felt the vibe, but I jumped to it before they could. You see what I'm saying? But that bugged me out because it didn't happen right away. I'm like, yo, I'm a back son safety. Basically, you know what I'm saying? I'm a hold him down who gonna cut him or whatever. And you know, it seemed like out because you waiting for the perfect time, you know, they lining it up. And really, I'm just following the lead, you know what I'm saying? I'm not quarterbacking this, you know what I'm saying? But you can only imagine what's going on inside me. Because I'm revealing to the world like what was actually going on inside me. And I think they knew after because it all came full circle. That's why I could speak on it. Because I'm like, am I really gonna do this? Bro, I ain't getting to a fight in a long time at this point, bro. You talking about, I don't know how this goes. I don't know if I lose my date. I don't know how this goes, bro. But I'm like, I trust you, God. And it's like, I get, you know, logically we'll think like, okay, if it's God, God's gonna make sure you don't do it, right? But bro. Long story short, we were supposed to do it, I think in the bathroom or some shit. But son is on the kiosk. And they like, yo, we gonna do it now. He like, yo, we gonna do it now. I'm like, all right, come on. Whoa. Son on the kiosk. Like I said, man, niggas, and I could put it on that. Fuck out of here, man. God is good, man. And anybody that's real gonna respect it, like, he got cut from behind. That's dishonorable. See, I was that nigga. Like, even though it's like a little, I'ma stand, bro. I got to because it's what's right. You know what I'm saying? But look what I did though. I punched him in his face. So they like, this was what we succumb to sometimes. Like, what the fuck I'm gonna do? Like, I wouldn't have did it like that, but fuck it, we here now. What are we gonna do? Whoa, I hit something, boom. I couldn't believe I hit him here because it felt good. Word to mommy, you know how that shit going, my shit is up. I'm like, oh shit, I still got. These are what we always fight the flesh, bro. It's about being real about it. He'll give you grace. If you come to him in truth. Anything other than that is fucking lie. Who you spinning? Nigga, like, nah, try again. Word, come in truth, because it's a battle. He already knows. I mean, and I did that shit, bro. But look what's so ill about Boy, right? Boy did hold it down. He ain't taking on the hop. He like, oh shit, like, and he went to his cube, and then the other dude, his man, right, this white dude came through, was like, yo, son, I'm gonna stitch you up. He stitched that nigga up in this shit. Yo, this is my first couple days in the spot. I'm like, yo, here we go again. But remember, I wrestled with liking shit like that. It's entertainment. You know, I'm wrestling with it like, oh, shit was lit. I'm trying to temper that because I know it's the flesh. Oh, shit was lit. Like, shit, what if I would have cut him? I could be honest about that, bro. And, yeah, son got stitched up. But you know how the homies is, nigga. That nigga can't live here. That nigga can't live here. He out of here, son. What you talk about? Tell that nigga to check in or he out of here. Nigga's out of here. We gonna blow that nigga again, pause. We gonna get him the fuck out of here. Tell that nigga to check in. They telling the white boy to tell him that. I'm like, yo, Scrap, listen, though. I'm like, yo, look, why don't we tell Boy to just go on the walkway? God is good. I ain't know it then. I didn't know that was God because I just had to detach, bro, because I couldn't understand how God was going to be. I couldn't understand. I'm blood. I'm gangbanging again. I couldn't understand how he was going to do it, bro. I'm like, yo, Boy, Scrap. Why don't we just have him go on the walkway and just say it happened there? Like, and then, you know, he's still out of here so that he ain't get it done to him again, bro. But look how we got to use wisdom, right? He wouldn't have heard me no other way. They wouldn't have heard nothing else, bro. God is good. Shit is crazy. That's power. It's freedom. I don't know, but mind you, it's not clicking to me then. I'm on autopilot. I want to get the fuck out of it. I don't want to get cut. This is real. I don't want to come home cutting shit. This is my mindset. So boom. You know, I start going to the yard. Regular shit. You know, I'm always in the yard. Anybody that know. I play the yard. I'm a workout nigga. And I'm a rapper. But you know, I start getting with the Brooklyn crew. You know what I'm saying? Niggas is blood too, but you know, everybody know Brooklyn got their own crew too. You know what I'm saying? And I'm definitely on my Brooklyn shit when I'm in jail. You know what I'm saying? It's all love, but it's Brooklyn love, Brooklyn loyalty, just that camaraderie, it fit, whatever. And you know, they start basically just like trying to get me to like join they gangs and shit. Like it's different sets. And I'm just like, yo, that shit is crazy. The peace I feel right now is nuts, bro. But like, cause I know the homies that shit gonna go viral, and I know the homies gonna hear it, bro. Shit is different. And shit is ill shit, bro. But yeah, you know, niggas trying to get me to come to they set, and I'm just like, yo, this shit is mad different. This not the blood I'm used to. What? We blood, bro? Shit is crazy. Like, I feel the division. You over there, they over there. Bro, you know that. Like, in the yard and all the bloods is indifferent. Come on, son. I wasn't used to that, bro. But I'm playing my position. Who the fuck am I? I ain't trying to stop nothing, but I'm gleaning. It's been 10 years, Ian. That's the difference. Niggas go back and forth to jail. It's been 10 years, and I was living a whole nother life, bro. So I'm looking at it differently. And I'm like, damn, son, like, nah, you know, like, what I say, man. I took an oath to never switch my ride nor break my stride, bro. If you know, you know, nigga. Like, that's what I'm saying. The real gonna relate, bro. I took an oath to never switch my ride nor break my stride. That's crazy. And what I'm saying is, God used that to segue me with Christ. Bro, that's how I am with the Lord, bro. Gang. And God is so much bigger than me. It's not just a noun, it's everything. So that's how I am now when it just comes to the kingdom of God, relationship with people. Like, nah, son, like, I'm dedicated to this gang, to unity. However it come, that's it, nigga. But that don't mean I'm gonna negate you, because I'm not gonna create no separation. Look, anytime it's love or not, we agree to disagree. That's how I'm on it. We just agree to disagree, you know what I'm saying? But, yeah, boom. I don't have no money at the time, Ian, because I'm that type of nigga. Like, I got fucking maybe $30,000 in the stash at the crib, but I'm still thinking I'm going home through shock. You can't have no money in shock. So I don't care about how I look in here. I'm going to the mess hall, bro, because in my mind I'm going home. I'm content. I'm good. This is good for me. I'm learning. This is new. It's like an adventure again. I said all that to say that I'm about 6 months in the spot now. At this point, I don't think, I didn't, okay, one more situation I had with violence, right? My son come in, wild boy. This nigga, he Brooklyn blood nigga. One of the Brooklyn niggas, he neutral, go home. This Brooklyn blood, grimy nigga, try to fucking extort the white boy like, yo, you owe son money, so give it to me. But I'm cool with son. I'm cool with everybody to a certain extent. You know, if you valid, I'm trying to make peace, bro. And it just been going well. Like, you know what I mean? The homies, we got phones and everything. Bro, God is using me to govern cribs. Nigga, I got the phone. I'm putting people on the phone. But they jacking it. The young niggas is wild. They cutting shit, but they want to do that. So that's chess too. You a fucking... Father, forgive me, but this is just truth. So it's like, if this is what you want, this is how the game was given to me when I came, like, yo, scrap. Because after I did that with them, I'm like, yo, bro, son, I'm trying to make my fucking merit board. And I'm saying, I'm trying to go home, boy, like, listen. And they respected that, the older homies, like, listen, this is exactly what you told me, like, listen, you see, it's 15 young blood niggas in here, man. Before you even think to get up, they gonna finish that nigga. You good. I'm like, oh, fire, it's fire, right? I understood, because it's chess, not checkers, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's why you need to know what you're getting into before you get into it. That's a fact. I mean, you don't want to be a pawn on nobody else's chessboard. Jews from a chess nigga. Jesus Jews, choose life. You know what I'm saying? But, so now I'm rocking in the spot. You know, the homies feeding me. Like, I'm not really buying food like that. I'm cool and all. I'm not asking for shit. There's just real nigga shit I'm getting with my hand called for. Praise the Lord. Boom, just moving correct. That's how it's supposed to be. Yo, G Light, I told you I was going to wind up shouting you out, man. Wherever you at, G Light, the Dip, wherever you at, Brooklyn nigga, non-trade gangster, wherever you at. Yo, shit is crazy. I'm mad Millie. I'm quiet, I'm low. Like, I don't really got a name in the spot because I don't want a name. I'm trying to go the fuck home. I'm saying, but niggas is jacking me because you gonna respect the real. I know how to move. It's regular shit. And then this big personality motherfucking G light-skinned nigga look like Dave East. He come inside the spot in my dorm. That nigga G Light come with 2 ounces of weed, man. This bid was different than the first bid. We call P. Diddy I mean, they come up in the van, they give you piss tests. This bid, niggas is smoking K2 and deuce and epping out and swimming on the floor with no water, so they don't give a fuck about weed. They want you to smoke weed. Because if you smoke this paper plane K2 shit, you gonna try to rape the CO or fuck a small locker. I seen niggas pull a man out and try to fuck a small locker off the K2. If you know, you know. I seen a nigga run into a phone booth and bust his whole shit open, nigga. K2, we started calling. Niggas was high. Niggas was like, yo, niggas got the phone booth on the yard. Niggas started calling the shit phone because it's different type of paper plane. Niggas is getting different. The niggas is like, yo, you got the phone booth. So, once again, to magnify these things, to understand the traumatic things we go through, bro. If you know, you know. He said, Hov said that he brought, me through his rhymes. It's like he brought the newscaster to his hood. That's what narration is about. That's what my rap shit is about. Know what I'm saying? To give you insight into what's going on vividly if we got that gift. So long story short, man, G-Light come in. G-Light got 2 ounces of weed, gas. And like I said, at this time, we don't gotta go in the shower and turn all the showers on so that the police don't smell it and all that. Nigga, we smoking in the motherfucking day room with the TV. This is crazy. I'm like, where am I at? But that kicks with pride. It's the pride shit. And I'm fighting it. Nigga, G-Light getting all the homies high. I'm like, oh shit, nigga, you ain't know this my drug of choice. I've been sober too, yo, Light, yo. And then our personality, cause he lit like me and shit. Yo, the nigga Light was in the dorm for 2 weeks. I went to my vocational. And this nigga come through like, yo, you ain't heard about the Bacco Deuce? We about to go viral, Ian. If you know, you know. If you from New York and you don't share this shit, you a fucking dub. You know you is. Cause you know I'm bringing you right into this shit. And it's lit. And I'm honoring, you know the vibes, man. God is good. But yo, he had the Bacco Deuce, bro. Now, anybody that know Paper Plane, without getting into this is already shit that's fucking out there. K2, fake weed, but now they spraying paper plane. Everybody know about it. I mean, K2 the spray. But they did some whole other innovative shit. That nigga, they was spraying the tobacco in front of vendor. How the fuck you gonna know? It's back. You could get back on the spot. Now it's lit. They know about the plane. That's harder to conceal. You got the Bacco Deuce. Niggas is coming through with tobacco because you just gonna put it in a regular pouch. Bugler. How the fuck they gonna run down on that? Bro, we was in the spot with that for like 8 months. Yo, bro, this shit is a movie. And niggas is fiended out. I don't smoke no deuce. God is good. Niggas is fiended out, so you literally going by niggas small locker. Here, scrap. You know what I mean? Here, giving niggas tobacco. Putting the deuce on the shit, on the back of the shit was a crazy ride, right? But I overheard it. So now my Escobar wheels start turning. Me and G-Light already forming a relationship. G-Light shouted out. Damn, son, that's my homie, son. I hope he gonna hit me up. See, I told you. God is good. I told you. And you believed, bro. That's why I'm shouting you. I'll never forget you. Gangster. So look, right, boom. This the big dip. Snow Billy, man. Like, what are we talking about? So, G-Light coming to the spot, and he like, yo, he got the weed. I tell him, yo, they got the Bacco Deuce, Light. You ever heard of that? He like, Bacco Deuce? Now, what I don't know is that for the past 2 years, G-Light been in the spot for 5 years. Been in the same spot. That's unusual. Mediums and shit. You usually get moving around. G-Light know how to move. Niggas just got the spot situated. G-Light hit me with the work. Pardon myself. Let me rewind. Pardon me. Son, I tell him that. Boom. Like I said, this is all out in the open because everybody know nobody get incriminated. Praise the Lord. So I tell him, just on the humbug, He like, word. I'm like, yeah, son. He like, yeah, son, that shit sound wavy. If I'm lying, I'm dying. The next day, that nigga Light came into the spot with 2, not pouches, the fucking, what they call them, the 17-ounce bag? You know, the bags, the big shits. He like, yo, son, this is what we gonna do. Now, mind you, I'm new to the spot. You know how many other people, bro, this is a lot of money, bro. I don't have nothing. I am chilling though. I'm cool. I don't act like I'm valid. He like, yo, listen, this is what we gonna do, bro. I'm gonna hit you with a pouch. No, that's not how he did it. Oh my God, Light is crazy. Yo, that nigga tested me, yo, G Light, shout it out. Nigga like, I'm 37, Light probably like 45, 46. So I was always able to still fall in line, like, cause he's an older man. He's older than me, and I come from the cloth where it's like, you show honor, it's nothing. Like, it ain't a nigga sonning you. What? And he's against you. I'm gonna play my position, you crazy? I'm gonna get in them doors. And he hit me with a pouch. He was like, yo, tell me how many quarters you got out of this. But he ain't tell me to give him back. He just gave me, this is blood shit. Like, nigga, it's energy. Like, what? You know, like what? Nigga, you don't valid. But I don't, you know what I'm saying? I'm just doing it naturally. He gave it to me. I don't remember how many quarters I got out of it. I know it was a lot. And a quarter is $25 a sack. You know what I'm saying? I knew it was a lot of money. And I came to him and I'm like, yo, this is how much, you know, how many quarters it is. He like, all right, what you took for yourself? I'm like, I ain't take nothing. You ain't tell me to. He's like, all right, here's like, he gave me a couple quarters. Now, it was probably like $2,500 in that fucking pouch, bro. He probably gave me like $200, but bro, I don't have anything. $200 for free? That was for free. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm mad grateful. He's in the house with me. It isn't like no, this was crazy. It never happens like this. Even him being, usually people get hit from people outside, got their own shit, or if anything, he's in another dorm or something. He's in the house. Because you got to look at it like this. Why he didn't do it himself and get all the money? Look what I'm telling you. It's crazy shit. I got that off. I told him. He gave me 3 more. No, he gave me another pouch. It was like, yeah, bag that up and take this for yourself. So I'm like, all right. That went on for a week. I didn't have to sell anything out my house. I didn't sell anything out the dorm. You know how we had the dorm situated. Police know what's going on. It's situated though. It's because nothing's happening. We run in the house. No, meaning no outsiders is involved. You know, it's politics, nigga. Nobody is low. After that last time, that nigga was like, yo, listen, this is what we gonna do, son. That shit is you. You gonna give me this off every pouch. Yeah. My life changed. That's the equivalent for anybody that don't know of a plug coming to you with a kilo of cocaine. It's the equivalent to that all day in America. Like here. And I'm just right over there. But this is your homie though. You know what I'm saying? So at this time, the set that I'm in is beefing. I don't know yet because I'm the only person in the dorm or in the jail that's this set. Because the rest of them is faded. But I ain't been in the loop for 10 years, so I don't know. So I'm in this spot freely like repping a faded gang. I'm on site, I'm supposed to get touched out of there. And then I started understanding like that's why everybody was trying to get me to like join and shit. But mind you, I didn't do nothing wrong. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. God, but it doesn't work like that though. It doesn't happen like that. So I get wind, but you know, it's not wind like nobody's gonna do nothing to me, but like wind like, yo, bro, I think it's like that shit is faded. Like, but here I go again with that. I won't never switch my ride nor break my stride. Like, nigga, then the nigga gonna have to fade me then. I don't want a nigga to fade me, but I'm like, I gotta stand. I mean, But I'm rocking with G Light heavy and we making a lot of money, bro. My whole bid changed. I was able to take care of my family. He didn't sell not one piece of that. He just let me eat, and we ate every day like kings, and I was at his fucking bedside every night building in truth. I finally got the old blood experience that I left because this 47-year-old was the blood from then. And I connected with him. And you know I love you, bro. But look how it get crazy, right? So we lit, boom. He get wind that they gonna move him. You know, sometimes like a transfer, some shit, I forgot what it was, bro. But I'm like, yo, G Light leaving. We so locked in, his family, my family. They moving to another dorm. Before he leave, bro, I'm at vocational. He said somebody come to the vocational and like hit me with like $5,000 worth of drugs, bro. It was like, yo, just see me with it. Cause that's what I was thinking too. Like, he's leaving. What am I gonna do, bro? I never paid for nothing, bro. They used to ask me that too, the other homies. You know, they was jealous, some of them. Like, yo, what type of situation is that? You gotta give him that back? Like, nigga, what the fuck did I pay for it? What did I do for any of it, bro? I'm up. He left me with that, boom. And once he left, things got a little bit weird. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could tell, like, because now I solely got it. It's just me. Like, G Light not there to, like, watch my back or hold me down. Because that's the big homie, you know what I'm saying? I'm moving sturdy. God got me. I'm doing what I got to do. Right shit, whatever. Staying out of politics. And, oh, what I missed, pardon me. This is the main part because I had said that I was, you know, part of a set that was faded. Now, come to find out, when G Light left, I found out through his higher up that came, like, yo, you know that, because G Light every day used to be like, yo, you'll look good with them, you know what I'm saying, with them chucks on, like to get me to join his shit. And I was like, Scrap, I love you, bro, but he's like, all right, my nigga, you'll look good. He told all the other, you know, dips and shit. And then one day I came out and he just told him, like, yo, this is what it is. And he told me and he sat me down, bro. Like, listen, bro, this is what it is, bro. And niggas done came at me and I had to stick my neck out. So it's either you jack it or I gotta blow you right now, son. What we doing? This my big brother, bro. You know how gangster that was? Because he ain't had to tell me this is months I'm in the spot. I'm not supposed to be there, bro. But it's like Jesus, bro, is my heart because it would have been wrong. I didn't even know. You understand? That would have been wrong, bro. But then he's hearing my stories. But look how, this is what I mean about Marines. He never let on, bro. What type of crazy shit is that? And let me make, bro, I left there with like $45,000. What are we talking about? And let me eat like that? Because of God, bro. And standing in the gap for me. God used him to stand in the gap for me, though they would kill me in there, bro. He stood for me, never let me know. And used to give me, the way he used to handle me was like a big brother. I fuck up here. But I love shit like that. It's the structure I know I need. You know what I'm saying? You better match my intensity. And so long story short, he left. You know what I'm saying? I've still got it going. His higher up that wanted to push the button on me, he comes into the dorm. Now, at this point, I got the dorm, I got the phones, now he the big homie. But I'm still gonna stand my stature. We get mad cool. Shout out to Rampage, nigga. I told you it was gonna work. It's my heart too. And we just built. This the big, and he's way, like, was wilder than G Light. He's younger than G Light too. And we just built, and he's the one who told me, like, bro, you know you was out of here? You know what G Light did for you? He told me that shit. I'm like, nah. He said, I see why though. Crazy, bro.
So what happens? Why did they stab you though?
No, they didn't. No, I went to another spot. Look, you got it. I had to magnify that to show because this happened not in that was my spot.
Okay.
And this is a more adult spot. I don't know if you ever heard about Green Correctional Facility.
Yeah, I've heard of that.
That's kids. You heard about that, right? Mm-hmm. Adolescents. They don't respect nothing. No protocol. Right. Generation. That's where this happened. So I'm about to go home. I made my merit board. Bro, I sold drugs and that's no shot to them. I sold drugs the whole time, gangbang. Told people about Jesus, though. Definitely did.
Got back in the gangbang.
Got back in the gangbang. And I'm talking about in the spot. Got back in the gangbang, but I still went home on my fucking merit. Mm-hmm. I went home on my merit. But look how that come. So I get a transfer because I'm getting closer to going home. At this time, bro, once G Light left, I'm still getting money. Now it's mad love. I've been in the spot over a year. It's mad love everywhere. But God is pulling on my heart, bro. I'm going to Protestant services, bro. I'm like leading them. But it's crazy because the homies, no, yo, the homie go to Protestant. Yeah, nigga, Jesus juice, choose life. Or would you? That's where it came from. Now it's lit. Everybody knew it's lit. Choose life. Why would you choose death? That's what I used to tell the little niggas, Jesus juice. And they respected it. But when it was time for me to go, they told me, like, listen, we respect the time you on and basically going on the path that you on, because when you get closer to being on your way out, you could become inactive. Think about that, though. That's brotherly love. You about to get out the door, I'm going to make you do something that, you see what I'm saying? But that's what goes on. That doesn't make sense. If it's love and people, it's so tainted. It didn't start like that, bro. I was there when it was really love, when they really wouldn't put you in the line of fire or not do it first. That's what I was around, bro. So it's like, how can I not? If my fucking big homie is standing in front of me, showing me how to do this. Remember, we don't have no fathers, my nigga. I still don't know my daddy name. You know what I'm saying? So, but they, at this point, I'm like, yeah, I'm about to go home. So my shit was basically like on pause. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna say I was out of the gang, but I was inactive. I'm about to go home. Everything was good. They sent their blessing over. Told people I was coming. I get the green, bro. And I disobeyed what they told me. They said, when you get there, don't go around the homies, bro. They not gonna understand. Just go home, bro. If anything, we'll deal with it. Nigga, you valid. What are you talking about? I'm sure it's valid. But don't, because we already know you can't control them little niggas. Like, it is what it is. And once again, when somebody came up to me, same way like why I couldn't just shut the fuck up. That's some type of, it had to be pride, bro. Why I didn't just get low, bro? Because I couldn't. There's mad blood niggas around me. And it's like, what if they find out I am and I didn't say, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what to do. I mean, now you got to pull up to your yard. I pull up to the yard and shit is regular. I mean, I'm on my shit valid. I talk that talk. You get the feel, nigga. Ain't nothing sweet over here. So when they come to me like, yo, Scrap, listen, it's an op in the dorm, it's a deal, you gotta take it and then you good. The person who told me that is probably like 24, bro. I'm mad older than I'm like, listen, respectfully, them niggas hit you up from Franklin, bro. Like, I'm low and I'm out the doors, right? Like, I'm not active. I'm out the door. It's 90 days. I'm out the door, respectfully. I mean, remember, I got these 2 kids that need me, bro. Like, and they don't have nothing else really but me in the structure I give them. Because the mother's out there, single mom, trying to figure it out. You know how this go, Shout out to all the ladies that have to deal with the aftermath of men going to prison, bro. So that's all that's on my mind. Like, I die together. Like, what? And when I say die, it's die to my pride. Like, and you're going to see. So I knew it was up from there. But, niggas, nobody's going to yell and come outside themselves. This is real delegate. We delegating, like, it's like, yo, all right, Scrap. The next day, we came out again, and they tried to talk me into it again. And I did my homework this time, and I found out that it really wasn't about nothing. It was over some drug shit, like, motherfuckers don't want to pay back a debt. People abusing authority, and they power, like, oh, because you got 1 million people behind you, you could just do this. That's dishonorable shit. That happens because you have these numbers, but the powers that be are supposed to rectify that, because that's why we're leaders. Like, I ain't even mad that you do. You're not. That's what leaders are for, to correct you. And it's not supposed to be a beef, because I corrected you. We shouldn't, we brothers, right? So once again, I dub it. At this point, I knew it was up. I come back and forth to the yard for like the next 2 days. And, one of the homies that's in the dorm, he's like trying to play peacemaker too, because he know my people from the street. And he like, yo, Scrap, you should just do it. Like, fuck it, just do it. So you could go. I'm like, bro, it ain't even about that. Like, I gotta stand on what I believe in, bro. Like, and this shit is wacky. It ain't even over nothing, bro. I told you, like, Jesus juice, bro. They couldn't understand it. But he's like pleading with me. Long story short, I go to the yard, boom, I'm gonna pull a bar. And I feel like a presence, bro. Like, you could feel it. I felt it. So I like, them niggas try to get me on a pull-up bar. It was like 3 of them. So they just scratched me. I mean, they really ain't, we call this a scratch, because it wasn't even a keloid until, it was a little, all right, let me finish the story. So they scratched me. So now I'm off the pull-up bar. Boom. My glasses fall, bro. Yo, bro, how the fuck I'm able to get my glasses? Bro, my glasses fell, and when I put my glasses back on, they was gone. If I'm lying, I'm done. Come on, what are we talking about? It would have been a lot more than that. This is green. Anybody that know. And the peace of God that was poured over, yo, I've never had nobody touch me. I've never been touched before. The peace of God that came over me was just like it is now, bro. It was just like, wow, I'm just trying to relax and sit back in this fucking cloud right now, no matter what's going on. But what that did was overpower not only the spirit of vengeance, but even if I didn't fit, you gotta do something. It's like the prison shit. You gotta do something. This was in the yard, but they did it good. Like, nobody saw it. There's mad people in the yard. Long story short, I hold it down. I don't go chasing after them. I don't even fucking know who did it, bro. Remember, I can't see, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I get up, I hold it down. Mind you, I don't know I'm bleeding though, because it's little, bro. It's not a lot of blood. So I go by the phone booth area, because the phone booth is in the cut. So I'm just low over there. I'm trying to figure out what to do. Nobody's coming up to me. Nothing is regular. Long story short, I go in the line to leave. When you go to the line to leave, anybody that know, they're fucking watching you walk. They looking to see if people got cut. They're all in your shit. They looking to see that in every line. If you know, they're looking. Like, that's why they want you to take your hat off going through in the hood and all that dumb shit. Because they know people gonna hide it. So boom, they see the cut. Oh, come here, they pull me out, boom. What happened? I don't know what you talking about. Oh, okay, get in this van, you going to IPC. We all know how this shit go. I'm saying involuntary protective custody. You can't fight it. You get cut, that's where they taking you. And from there, you know what I'm saying? You either gonna, most likely go to another spot, or I done seen times where these niggas is wicked. They'll put you right back, bro. Like, I seen, like, you'll sit in the box maybe for a little bit and go right back. That's weird. But
so what happened to you?
I went to the sergeant office. They asked me again, like, yo, what happened? Praise God to be able to testify for this. And I'm sitting there like, yo, you know something, officer? It was a black officer and a white officer. I said, because right then and there, the Spirit of God came over me, because I'm sitting there like, I don't know that. But the Spirit of God came upon me and was like, now you've resisted sin to the point of bloodshed. And I just started crying, bro. And I told him that. He didn't understand what the fuck I was saying. I'm like, yo, I just resisted sin to the point of bloodshed. Yo, So that it just freed me even more, because it's fear, that's over with now. There's no, that fear, that is over with, right? And I trust it, because he also showed me how it came full circle, bro. Remember, I told you I didn't allow him to button that up. That's fear still. I didn't go through, you understand? So now that's why I segued it. I was supposed to say what I said there. Everything in decency and order, completion, bro. I was supposed to. So I'm in IPC for maybe like 2 weeks. They send me across the street to Kasaki. That's IPC. And they send me to Washington. That's where I wanted to go at first, you know what I'm saying? But they sent me to Washington. So now I'm put in between another dilemma, because I don't know what nobody's gonna hear, or what do I do now when I get to this spot? Mind you, it ain't like I got a big blast where but I'm like, what do I do? Do I claim? I went to the spot. And once I got out of the reception, I got to the first dorm. The nigga, my son, LB, man, shout out to him. LB met me at the door. You know, everybody know how this shit go. He don't know who I am, know what I'm saying? As security, like, who you banging? This first thing, you coming in this spot, who are you? This is how you get greeted in jail. Nigga, you come into a spot with your bags, niggas is on your body. Who are you? You banging? Oh, all right, like, what? And that's when you know, because if you a gangster and you pull up, yo, who on the phone, you let your nuts drag, like, and that's just the culture. It's traumatizing, bro, because you can't do that out here. I had to learn it. I'm still learning it, I mean. And yeah, he asked me that, and once again, there's that dilemma again, right? Because the tongue is quick. And I just was like, yeah, I fell back. I was banging, but that was it. He didn't ask me no more. So I didn't answer. Bro, my first 2 weeks there, remember, I'm coming from a spot where I just ran it up $50,000, $60,000. Got my own phone, bro. So now I got to ask to be on the phone because I don't have those perks anymore. That comes with it, right? It wasn't really a big deal, but just adjusting to that. And like, because it is pride. Like, I've never asked nobody to get on the phone. Bro, this whole time it been lit. But it felt so good because you could still be a gangster and be a man of honor without being in a gang in jail. So you don't know who the fuck you around just because he not repping no, you crazy? But to see the humility that comes from wisdom. Because it was few and far bloods that I was able to vibe with because there's so many, it's not a lot. But I've met so many neutral, sturdy people that are looked over because they're not in the forefront, you know what I'm saying? And to become one of those that the bloods now come to, like how I would, like, yo, you need to get on the phone. I got to see that part of it. And they'd be like, yeah, thank you. And then they like, if I'm lying, I'm dying. They was putting, and not only me, I can't say that. Shout out to Shawnee, my son, my son Shawnee, he know the vibes and shit. They was putting niggas on the blood phone, because it's only 2 phones. So you got a blood phone and then you got everybody else's phone. Y'all figure that shit out. But think about it, if it's only 5 bloods in the house, it's 5 people with 1 phone. They on that shit all day. You know, it's 40 people on this phone. This how it go in jail. You're not gonna have 40 bloods in the spot. You got 10, 15 bloods on 1 phone. You got 40 people trying to figure this shit out. And then anytime this nigga wanna get on that phone, he gonna get on the phone. What you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? And not in this spot that I just was in. They was putting people on the blood phone because why? Every other spot I'm oh my God. If you know what niggas do when they not using the phone, they gonna leave that shit hanging. You better not go in that fucking booth. That shit hanging for hours. But God let me end my bid in a place where they got it. Like, bro, that's y'all phone. No question. It's hanging. He just came and asked to use the phone. Yeah, go ahead. That's all, niggas was really asking. And you should. The fucking not. That's they fucking phone. What are you talking about? That should be nothing. But you know what that does? The character and then to see it honored. Bro. So now this is I passed over. Now I'm living great. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to be real. I didn't mention shit for mad long. I'm in that spot, right? I already got my date to go home. I don't have any programs. I'm sleeping and playing chess and writing rhymes. And then one of the people from the other spot came through that I was with. And he came through and, he heard about what happened. Like, things weren't, I didn't say nothing because it wasn't coming to me neither. I'm just go home, bro. I mean, I fulfilled what I fulfilled to between me and God. I resisted to the point of bloodshed. Let him figure the rest out. Long story short, son came in and he was like, bro, we heard about that. What do you want to do? And I told him, bro, blood in, blood out. He looked at me, bro, like, salute. Doing this shit for over 20 years, man. Over 20 years, man. And I will continue to honor the nutrients that I glean. I'm not bashing blood or what it was to the people whose voids were filled at that time, bro. But like anything else in this world, things can become corrupted. And I experienced the same thing, like I said, in the church. But once I purposed to God, I don't understand none of this shit. You revealed yourself to me, but I don't understand none of it. I'm going to just wake up every day a blank sheet. And bro, I experienced the same power that raised Jesus Christ from the dead, my nigga. Because it's the same ideology, like, because to die to your ego, to negate, especially for a man, one's ego, one's pride, one's nature of what? Self-preservation, that's innate. When you negate that, like, fuck it, this look like a cliff and I can't see, but I trust you. Because once you, and then you get caught that first time, it'll change your life. You can't deny no more. Now you work with it because now you got to ask for boldness. I couldn't speak like this because I was afraid of the rejection. But then throughout these 8 years of me being quiet and finally being able to talk, it's not talking because I want to be heard. To me, this is a way that I could tell a father, like, I love you and trust you and I'm grateful enough to do this afraid. And then he's like, nah, you got it. That's courage, bro. Marine shit. You don't see fear and then fucking run. You overcome it, bro. What are you still a human, bro. You still a human. And that's the like imperfectly perfect shit, right? That's the juice, bro. So, you know, I segue all that to where I am now. I got out of jail early. I was on post 2 years, but they have 30 for 30 in New York, so I only did half of it. I met my parole officer one time. Crazy. And when I came home this time, bro, I was working on trains. My man got me a job working on trains. I did that shit for a month. I was talking all this celibate shit. I'm gonna come home and nah, that shit went left. I got to getting, bro, and I wound up getting back in the game, bro. Nobody even know, bro. I mean, people that know, but once I was a ghost. So for on parole, and I say this not to glorify, I just was on parole for 1.5 years, bro. And I sold drugs the whole time. Like I said, it's not to magnify, because this isn't corner shit. No, we buying houses, we buying foreign cars, you know, kids is going to private schools. You know what I'm saying? I'm on parole, but I'm a ghost. I'm not glorying in it, but I say that to say this, right? My guilt caused me to allow doubt and unbelief in. I just wanted to be able to give my children that which I felt they were robbed of for the past 2 years. So I put my life on the line. But I never stopped talking to God and standing in the light before him like, Lord, once again, like this fucking gang shit before, because you got me out of there. I'm done. Ooh, God is good. I went to Hope Me, they love me. Shit is lit. But I'm like, yo, what the money again, once again, because I didn't learn up until that point to live meek. Remember, when I started it in jail, the money came right again. So, shit is lit. And I remember telling him, like, Lord, you promised me I'll never go to jail again. He definitely did. And I'm like, when you tell me it's over, I'm done. Yo, bro, I had so much peace in, like, what I was doing. And then one day, bro, I'm off parole at this time. I'm on the highway to pick my kids up. And the Spirit of the Lord just come upon me and he's like, yeah, it's time. I'm in my Mercedes Benz and shit. And I'm saying my little hatchback coupe shit and all that. He like, yeah, it's time, son. I'm like, I say that. Got the drugs in my hand. He like, yo, throw this shit out the window. I'm like, all right. Yo, bro, I put the window down. I go to throw this shit out and something in me like, the fuck is wrong with you? I can hear my man's voice like, what the fuck is wrong with you? You better not throw that shit out the window. You throwing all this money out the window. If anything, give it to your man. It's like, it's not making sense, right? That shit scared the shit out of me because, bro, it's the same with Jesus on the cross, bro. The darkest point for him was when he had to be separate from the Father so that our sins could be put on him so that he could die to not only my sins, but that to the rest of the world. And then when he rises through faith, we rise with him, and now we newfound, and we under grace, and we under a whole nother government, and we are truly set free through what? Through what we have heard. Even now, whoever hears this, if the Lord is knocking on your heart, know that he don't expect you to swing it open. He just wants you to crack it. And if you crack it, he gonna come in, he gonna make his bed with you, and y'all gonna be litty in the city. So do it afraid, right? But I'm at the point where I'm like, oh, you know, what am I really about to do? And once again, I had to trust God. And bro, it took me like 5 minutes of my spirit wailing, like whatever still was in me that had to get out was fighting. Like, I'm driving, I missed that. My fucking kids are still waiting. Bro, I eventually throw the work out the window. He like, yo, throw them E-pills out too, my nigga. I felt mad good. This shit out the Benz on the highway. You know, I like a movie. I like movies and shit. He like, yo, throw the phone out. Threw the phone out the window. I'm like, yo, I'm free. That shit is a burner. Anybody that know, you fucking got motherfuckers blowing your phone up all the time. He told me that day, he said, look, this was 8 months ago, Ian. He said, now, eyes have not seen and ears have not heard what's in store for those who love the Lord. Now watch what happens. Now mind you, I'm caked up at the time though, so I got a cushion, I mean. I wound up being on this Lyrical Lounge freestyle podcast shit. Now, when it comes to the rap, bro, I've been the cream of the crop wherever I go, and I'm talking about every jail, whatever, and I never put no music out. I've been doing this shit for 20 years, bro, because I don't care about that. It's natural. I'm not focused on that. I go in the Lyrical Lounge shit, blackout. Now I'm not a ghost no more. Now who the fuck was that? And this is a time in rap, right, where the essence is lost. It's a lot of, ignorance, bro, and that's what's magnified. Hip hop to me, bro, is about understanding your situation a little better from hearing and understanding about somebody else's situation, because that's what hip hop, it has to. And I'm not knocking people that sensationalize. The newspaper do it too, but come on, I don't want to be a fucking news writer. I want to tell the truth, bro. I want to testify. So that's hip hop that I come from, where it's just an expression of what's going on because there's no other way out. And it got to come out, you know what I'm saying? So like, I did that. Everybody it was a lot of noise going on. Like everybody, was tuning in and shit. And at this point, I'm meek. I'm humble, thank God. And I'm just along for the ride. Bro, from that, I just get booked for shows, and then it just keeps going up, bro. God puts all the pieces together with the resources, because remember, I don't have a job. But then he's like, yo, start your business. I had an LLC when I came home. All right, Boss Cloth, LLC, Good Stitch Don't Itch. Bro, I don't got no trade, man. I got custodial maintenance trade, you know what I'm saying? Up north, I'll clean that toilet, you know what I'm saying? But he brings me to my man Double R. Shout out Double R, you know what I'm saying? Double R was my number one, what would I call him? Double R struggles with heroin addiction, cocaine, crack addiction, everything under the sun, bro. He's been with me for the past 2 years. Now, Double R helped build that fucking house we bought. Double R, bro, has done so many things, bro, in his condition of being a fucking junkie, as the world would think, you know what I'm saying? Wish he was here. I got a picture of him, that'll be ill. But he persevered through it all, and he's such a believer. And he come from Long Island, he come from money. But life done brought him where he at, he'll tell you that. But he was always next to me, and when I stopped selling drugs, bro, he didn't leave. So now imagine having all the perks of having, at lack of a better word, you know what I'm saying? Having a custody next to you that know how to do all this shit, but you don't got no drugs for him. He doing it off the love. Yeah. My line, I'm dying. So he helped me build this fucking business, bro. Because Double R know how to do all the retaining walls. Double R know how to do the gutter cleaning. Double R know how to fucking put up quotes. Double R know how to do this, all this shit. My man Double R from Long Island. I don't got no drugs for him. He does it for free. We make thousands of dollars, bro, and he fucking takes a couple dollars because I'm like, nigga, you not gonna smoke this up. Let's go buy you some clothes, motherfucker.
Yeah.
It's my man, Double R. So this is where he has us now. This was going on. And for the past 2 months, man, my life has changed drastically and is on a trajectory. God has brought Reggie Lane, and we don't got enough time to really get into that, but Reggie Lanes, bro, you know, that's my partner. We just formed he's my airlight. So our group is called Perfect Symmetry. So anybody that knows about symmetry, you know, you understand the parallels. But we have perfect symmetry because our denominators are common and we both agree with that. So just like this, it's organic. You know, he has a lot of resources, and after, you know, us coming together, how we came together through third parties, the Father revealed himself in purpose to both of us individually and collectively, and we literally just surrendered, and now it's fucking lit. Like, even now, bro, like, I'm like, oh shit, it's only one. I'm like, yo, this my man, he came over the time. Like, I want a man here, like, but then it's like, yo, let go. And then my man, like, oh, it's nothing, because it's perfect symmetry. We let, yo, God is good, everything in the light, bro. Because it's always gonna land how it's supposed to. But now, you know, we're able to use the music to promote principles through it. You know what I'm saying? Like real quick, Ian, this how I really get, right?
Yeah, we gotta wrap it, Esco.
Yeah, real
if you
quick.
want to just give like a piece of advice that you've learned throughout your whole journey.
Right, I'm gonna tell you right now, right? I'm gonna tell you right now in rap form, this how I really get. He said, soft touch, still I go hard. And on the track I black like Mike Jack before the nose job. The stress had me suppressing the best side of me. Devil on my left trying to get me to invest in death, but on my right, God's light was there guiding me, restraining me from moving dangerously. Seen a fool react off emotion and call it bravery. Emotion used to be a cage to me. I learned to hide it well. Taught to rather die than tell. You know, snitches get stitches in the coffin dressed up like a businessman or for being in somebody's business. Even the feds couldn't hide my witness. Christ set me free. Look at me. Ain't no hiding Vincent. Inspiration's a sweet smell. Come by the incense. Smoke hit your nose, then your mind shifted. Encouragement goes far when you living what you teach. I'm from Brooklyn, I go hard. I'm living what I preach, ready to die for what I stand for. That come from living on my knees, humbling myself before the king. When I was in the Bing, I cheek shanks, had them hanging on a string. Shadows of the past, once I stepped into the light, they was out of sight. Knew he was near and changed gears. I could show you how to ride a bike all the way to mountain heights. It all started from the valleys. Used to run a crack trap, that started from the alleys. If you could tally all the times I brushed death, the one who counting to be upset. She asked me if I trust the Lord's plan. I asked her, ma'am, is a duck wet? Do birds fly? This Holy Spirit, no third eye. No Freemason, no indoctrination, just relationship with the one who gives grace and upholds the nations. He got the fate of the world in his hands. Once I opened up like convertible lamps, he filled me by showing me the real me. Without him, dead in sin is where I still be. But now I'm alive like Johnny Five. This is all Holy Spirit, no third eye, no black magic, no hats or rabbits, voodoo never. Only chicken heads I dealt with was ratchet, and that was the past. Now when it come to having class, I get straight to the math. Time is money, I'ma take it in cash. Once the check clear, I make sure I spread love with the people. Cause the love of money's still the root of evil. Seen niggas' personality split like Smeagol all over what they thought was precious. Blow your brains out, make a death wish. On your birthday, niggas is set tripping the worst way. Who can you trust? Who do you run to? It ain't science to Bill Nye. Seek Holy Spirit and pluck out that third eye. 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 Pluck. You know what I'm saying? So like, God has given me, yo, I don't even think I cursed, bro. So God has given the word, bro, to be made manifest. And where the Spirit of the Lord is, there is liberty, because if the wall is moved, then you can put the seed in the ground. You can't put the seed in the ground unless the wall is moved. So I've learned that in wisdom for all of us, if you know something that somebody else may not know or is struggling with, you bring yourself down and make yourself more like them in retrospect to save them, to get them to hear you. You don't speak from a place of exaltation. That creates the wall. That's why people don't go to fucking church. But if they can have an encounter, even if they don't tell you, that's something that they got, they experienced. They could do what they do with it now. You know, so that's what, you know, me and my man Reggie is on a mission to just use our gift, you know what I'm saying, to, you know, get the source to whoever need the source, man.
Esco, thank you, man, for doing this. I'm glad you waited to share your whole story with me, you know.
Bro. That's crazy. Thank you,
You rocked
bro.
out. You did very well, man.
Thank you, bro.
You did 3 hours.
Nah.
Yeah, bro. I got to pee. But thank you again for coming on, brother.